Here we are, Si.
Here we are.
We are live as it stands. And do you know what, folks? It's a bit of a funny one, this, because it's really strange. Because sometimes Si gets technical issues, and sometimes I get technical issues. And today it was the turn of me to get the technical issues. Because the funny thing was, I'm all set up. I got set up here hours ago, in fact, folks. But the funny thing was, I came down here and I just thought, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to have a little jiggle around, unplug a few things, plug a few things in, and try and make things better. And ever since I've done that, all I keep getting coming up now is, Windows cannot detect this USB device. Something has malfunctioned, and I can't find what on earth has malfunctioned. But you know what? That kind of makes this a little bit more exciting for me as it happens, because the funny thing is, we could all go one day and we just won't be here anymore. So anyway, folks, I'm only a couple of minutes late, so I shouldn't trigger off too many people. But anyway, How the devil are you, Si? Because I've noticed, I noticed last night, I was kind of thinking about it. I was sitting back reflecting about life and things and admiring stuff. And I suddenly thought, I've streamed with Si 3 times this week on my streams. We haven't had that one where we've kind of, mixed it up a little bit and done it on your channel or anything like that, because obviously you're in your your week off. Instead, we've done 3 of mine, and so lucky me, lucky everyone else out there. But how are you doing, Si? Have you happy Easter to you, my friend? First of all, I suppose I should say that.
Thanks. Happy Easter to you, and happy Easter to everyone out there. Yeah, it's great. I didn't have to worry about being anywhere, doing anything. It's just hang out with Greg for the past 3 times, and popped a video out to watch it after the stream. And just been looking forward to this one. This is always fun. The Kahoot, I always say I'm going to win, and I come in 17th. But it's a good week.
The Kahoot thing is a funny thing as well, folks. I was doing this. I was like, the Kahoot's all done. I set up the Kahoot yesterday, folks. That's all done and dusted. So I just share that. And so just so you guys and girls out there know the format of what's going to happen is, and I do massively appreciate, I can't believe there's 30 of you out there on a Sunday kind of early evening tuning in. So thank you as always, folks. I really appreciate it. You know that. I love you lots to pieces. I really, really do. So the format is this. For the next hour and bit or so, Si and I will review issue 90 of this month's Blocks magazine. That is, of course, as long as we don't get any technical issues or something like that. Worst case scenario, I'll just get this mic here and go, there it is, folks. This is what we're looking at, because you kind of need that to flick through. Then there might be certain things that I emphasize during this particular stream as we're going through things. And that could be a kind of a little, I don't know, how can I put it? A little clue as to what the questions are that I'm going to be asking. I know some things in this that I'm going to be saying to you this month, folks. I'll probably absolutely make a massacre of some of the names, because this particular month is a special month, Si. Because in case anyone wondered, we're not celebrating 6 years of Lego. No, we're not doing that, is it? That'd be mad, wouldn't it? We're celebrating 90 years of Lego. That is, of course, Lego, the company, not necessarily the plastic Lego pieces. But anyway, this is going to be, so a lot of this magazine is devoted to a kind of a look back at the history of Lego. And it's, you know what? It's really interesting. Now, I can see when Graham was with us a couple of weeks ago on London Calling 114, I could see, like, he said to me at the time, he said to everyone, he said, if there's one magazine, there's one issue of Blocks magazine that you buy this month or by this year, right? Buy this one. And I can see why, because it's a completely different format to the others. And you know what? A lot of people are really into the history of the Lego group as a company. And I can see why, because there's a lot of history in this one, folks. So as you can imagine, at the end of this, we're going to have a Kahoot. And that Kahoot will feature maybe 1 or 2 historical questions. It'll have most of the regular ones in there. And you just got to look out for them. That's it, folks. If I mention it, maybe make a note of it or something like that. But yeah, so the Kahoot will come at the end of this. I think I've done 13 questions today. And you know what? I can't wait, because it's always an exciting time. It really is. So what does the winner get? So the winner gets a set of these. There we go. The Blocks magazine set, or array, you could call them, or the team, the gang of Blocks magazine minifigures. and they're pretty cool. And we all love minifigures, don't we, Si?
Yep, absolutely, with all our hearts.
We do. We love a good Blocks magazine minifigures, and hopefully you lovely lot out there do too. And this is a cool prize because this is a prize that we've not done before for Blocks magazine. Next month as well, folks, in case you're interested to know, it'll be issue 91. If we review that one, I've got to see what holidays I've got next month, because next May is always a special month for me because it's my birthday month and it's my wedding anniversary month. So I can't always say I'm going to do the Blocks magazine next month, but I'll definitely be doing the one after. And the prize for that one will be a year's subscription to Blocks magazine, because Blocks magazine is available all over the world, which I'm grateful to say. And you know what? The best way of getting hold of it, as far as what we're always told, is to do a subscription. Now, if you do want to do a subscription to it, folks, do yourself a favor, save some money, because it's all good to save some money in this day and age. It really is, folks. And use the code that's down in the description below, and you'll save yourself 10% on that. So I do appreciate that. And also as well, one thing I did find, and I don't think I've ever showing these off before, and this magazine this month features these, are these figures. Look at these, Si. How about these, eh? Pulling them out the hat, aren't we?
Yep.
But there we go. How cool is that? So yeah, these figures will feature. Fabuland will feature. All sorts of things will feature in this one, folks. It's quite different to the usual format. And you know what? That kind of makes it a little bit special as well, which I really like. So before we get going on this, I'm going to say hello to everyone that's out there in the chat. And I just want to say, Blocks Magazine, they send me this free every month, folks, for me to do the odd reviews on them. And I just want you to know, even though they send it to me free, this is my stream, this is my channel, and these are my thoughts. And of course, Si O'Connor's as well, most importantly. Yes. So before we get going, let's say hello to a few peeps that we've got out there. And don't forget, folks, there's 2 different ways that you can support the channel. If you wish to, that is, you can either join and become a member of the LBB family. They've got 2 tiers for that, Londoner and Greater Londoner, or you can do it the old-fashioned way and give us a super chat, which is always lovely as well. And I'll put your name up there. And I've got to do a super chat board later. So today is actually a pretty cool day to get your name out there. But let's say hello to everyone who's out there, first of all, Si. We've got the wonderful Victoria Fisher saying, hello, happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, Victoria. We've got Mayo out there. He goes, I'm early, but I'll be right back. He's probably back by now, I would have thought. We've got Simon out there as well. Simon, he's very good at these. He's won one of them, that's for sure. We got Lego Madness out there saying hello. Good to see you, dude. We've got Bazza, so close that time, so close. I mean, that still makes me laugh. That time you put him offside, that absolutely cracked me up. Happy Easter to you, Bazza. He did. He went literally. He was at the top of the league, folks, in the Kahoot, and he just went down. I was like, oh no, he lost it, and I think he lost his internet as well. But okay, Bricks is out there. Good to see you, dude. We've got Oldenoff as well saying hello there, early happy builder. I'm currently eating my chocolate egg at the moment. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I was going to say at the monument. I was going to say, oh, it's only around the corner from London Bridge. Hello, everyone. Says it's you. Liz is saying hi. And don't forget, folks, this is open to everyone internationally. It's not just us for here in Blighty. You just did a Bazza. You just did Bazza. I just did Bazza? What does that mean, Si? I'm confused. I just did Bazza.
Maybe it's I don't know.
I don't know. Let's have a look. I'm not even watching myself at the moment.
Oh, maybe he's saying you just did Bazza.
Oh,
as maybe he's talking to Barry.
Oh, maybe he is. Maybe he is. I don't know. It's Craig. It could mean anything. He goes, okay, I'm back lurking. So enjoy the stream, everyone. Good stuff. He'll be joining the Kahoot later on. Don't you worry. Mother Brick saying, hi, everyone. Good to see you, Mother Brick. Happy Easter to you too. Who we got down there? Fooling. Everyone's giving out love to each other. Fantastic. Baz is saying, I always talk about Castle Simon in streams. This mag is bound to have some of that. Yes, we have. Definitely does feature Castle in this. We've got Mighty Hawk 4, 5, 6 saying, hey, everyone. Good to see you, dude. Lovely to have you here. We've got Brick Hive as well. Brick Hive. I'm looking forward to watching your stream back a little bit later. I had my mother over for lunch today. Did a full lamb Sunday roast, folks, with all the trimmings, even roast potatoes, which was absolutely delightful. Really was. She loved it. Anyway, I kicked her out about half an hour ago, and so I could just do this stream with you, lovely lot. No, I'm only joking. She wanted to drive off. So here we go. Let's get going there, shall we? It's nice to see my mum, actually. I've seen her more and more often now. Now we're out of lockdown. It's wonderful sight, really is. Nicole, lovely to see you as well. Say good evening, everyone, all the way from Germany. We got Chris turf laying and decorating chalice. Yeah, that is that sort of weekend, mate. I've been doing it. You want to think of it, looking at this place at the moment, because there's a bit of a tip behind me. But I've been doing a lot of tidying up, that's for sure, especially inside the house. We've got lovely Lorraine Fox O'Connor out there as well. Brick Hive's giving out loads of love. We've got Cat Colors said, hello everyone, happy Easter. Looking forward to this. Cat. The pressure would be on Cat if she did this. So she might want to do the Kahoot at the end, but obviously she's got inside information, folks, so she might not be allowed to win it. But anyway, Cat, who cares? It's just good to have you here. It really is. Lorraine Fox is saying, hey Nicole, lots of love out there for Nicole, Cat, and of course everybody else, including the talented Axel Plate, who's out there as well, saying good evening, Mr. Simon O'Connor. Oh, I just spotted the Minifigure. Lovely to see you, Axel, and lovely to see you as well, Gaz, aka Minifigure. Well, Mayo, he's back, saying hey, Nicole. I keep getting this sound in my ear, and it's Windows telling me that something is malfunctioned, but I never know. Must be a Windows 11 thing. They don't normally get told by computers that things are malfunctioning. But there we go. We've got Gary Mullane as well, all the way from Ireland. Good to see you, dude. Like I said, we've got Liz as well out there still, which is wonderful. Liz, hang around for the Kahoot. Honestly, it's good fun. We've got Hoarder 66 in brackets Will Harbour. Oh, so he's changed his name.
Do you get it though?
Yeah. Hoarder 66. So as in Lego Hoarder, and 66 being
as in the command execute order 66.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that was the second part I was going to say. Well, Hoarder 66.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, I like
Order,
it.
Order 66. Order 66. Formerly Will Harper. Of course, over time, I suppose, a bit like Is This You, the formula bit can come down. But anyway, look, we got ourselves Oldendorf, £2. It says, woo-hoo, which minifigure is Cat? Good point, actually. Which minifigure? Cat, which minifigure would you be out of this? I think Cat. Well, it's probably going to be C for Cat, but I think Cat's more S looking. What do you reckon, Si?
Yeah, I would have picked C for Cat.
Yeah, I would have gone C for Cat, but I reckon she looks wise. She's more S.
Yeah,
I reckon S. Cat, let us know which one. Let us know which one you want to be anyway, and you could be it. Oldendorf, like I always do, folks. For everyone that gives us a lovely little super chat, you get super little things like this happen.
What the hell is that?
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. He got her.
he got her.
Got her. 456. Before we get to the Kahoot, we've got to do the review of the magazine first. Then the answers are going to be, and then we'll do it. So probably in about an hour, I would have thought. We got Mayor Moscow saying out there, building set with people. Good stuff. Meaty Bricks is in the house as well. Good to see you, Meaty Bricks. And scrolling down. Nicole's written the story there. Bavarian Munich is always
awesome.
On German Soccer League. Yeah, West Ham United, which is my football team, by the way, play Frankfurt in a couple of weeks. So looking forward to that. And hopefully, if we beat them, we then go through to the finals of the Europa Cup, which is exciting because hopefully we might play Rangers. So we could have a Scotland versus England final. That would be kind of exciting, wouldn't it, folks? We've got the awesome Trevor Baker out there as well. Trevor Baker, good to see you, dude. Kat is saying, I will take chocolate pizza. Oh, chocolate pizza. Ooh. That's a good one. We should have chocolate pizza. It'd do well this time of year, wouldn't it? Victoria Fish saying, Minifigure, I'm good, thanks. In the middle of packing. Move house in 2 weeks. Oh, loads of packing to be done. Get the cling film out. Right around your Lego sets. That's what I like to say to that. Oldendorf is saying, this is the 4th live stream since midnight today I've watched. Wow. 4th one. Well, this is the first for me. And I'm in it. What can I say? I've been a busy bee this morning. I was even up early as well. Kellyanne Gordon. Oh, Greg. Hey, everyone. So yeah, I think we're nearly at the end. You lot are lovely and chirpy out there today as well. Oldendorf, is Greg right? Cat colours? This is true. Out of these, I'd be S. It needs purple hair. Ah, I was going to say, see, there you go. I thought so. I think it was about as short. I mean, I don't know what if your hair is anything like what was on the pictures these days, because obviously hair grows and gets a bit shorter from time to time. But yeah,
What?
I just thought, yep, I just thought S. But there we go. There we go. Get purple hair. There was that figure, wasn't there, in Star Wars, folks? Help me out in the chat. There was a figure in Star Wars. Came with that bomber, the weird bomber that came out in Star Wars, the last movie, and that had a female in it with purple hair. I've forgotten her name now. It was a maneuver named after her. Something like land, something or other it was. Trevor Baker will definitely know the answer to that. He says, if you want more amazing content, remember to subscribe and also check out the memberships available to access the extra perks. There is actually, do you know what, folks? I'm not bigging myself up here, but do you know what? I'm fairly reasonably priced, and I give up. I do as much as I can to give you guys, make you feel like you're getting some value out of it. I really do. And it is honestly, the main thing I'm trying to build here is a bit of a family. The LBB family. It means a lot to me. It does. It really does. So if you want to, then, hop on and become a big part of the LBB family. Cat saying, hi, Jesse's Brick Galaxy. Good to see Jesse. He was streaming me on Friday, folks. Do check out that London Call-In 115. That was a really good episode. They always are, really, though, aren't they? But this one was particularly good. We had 5 people on the panel, right? 5 of which, out of the 10 people that are on the panel, were from different countries. And that was pretty awesome, mate. And we're right at the bottom now with Aldendorf saying, hello there, Trevor, the pizza lover. I don't know, Aldendorf, I think you love a bit of pizza. And, of course, Ireland with my good friend, Si O'Connor. And you never know, folks, there might even be a question about Ireland coming up in the Kahoot when the Kahoot kicks off. Anyway, so let's get going.
I hope I get it right.
Yeah, I hope you get it right. You of all people need to get this right. In fact, you inspired me for the question. In fact, Aldendorf even inspired me for one of the questions as well. So let's get going, shall we? We've got going out there. Cat say, wow, Trevor Baker, your dog is an absolute cutie. People love puppies and stuff like that. They really do. So here we go. There's all the contributors, should we call them? There we go. Look, there we go, folks. There's Graham, who was on the other day. And look, there's David Cartledge. I'm giving a special shout out to Dave because I think he deserves more recognition. That's what we were saying, wasn't it, Si?
Yeah. Justice for Dave.
Justice for Dave. Justice for Dave. I think Kat's even mentioned somewhere in there as well. Gary Davis. Camille. There she is. Cat Reese York. I think that is. Cat Reese York. Is that how you pronounce it? York or York? But anyway, cool surname. And I apologize straight up front because my Danish for the names isn't all that. But there we go. It'll be Danish names with a hint of London accent about it. There we go. Cat's in the right place. Justice for Dave. But one thing I do want to say as well, I love last month's magazine's front cover. This month's magazine's front cover is awesome. Look at that. The big fat 90 on there. Greebling, folks, they call that. Greebling, loving that. 90 years of Lego. Love this as well, actually. That was pretty cool. So it reminds me of the old Spectrum days. We've got blocks, building, collecting, and customizing your Lego, exclusive interviews with legacy designers. Go inside the Lego factory, all new builds. It's funny, isn't it? Legacy designers. It's funny, isn't it? Do you ever not become a designer of Lego? Just wondering.
Yeah, I suppose if you retire.
Yeah, I suppose if you retire, but you still design, don't you? I suppose.
Did you in the last issue of it? Did you notice that the cover of the next issue, this one, had a duck instead of the 90?
Yeah, well, I suppose it depends how far they get to because we got the duck.
Oh
there.
yeah.
There's the duck there.
This one looks nicer than the duck one.
Yeah. I think. I wonder because they probably do like a few different ones and then maybe they choose it. Yeah, drafts and choose it at the last minute because we know for a fact they've already done the next issue already, don't we? Because they're actually on holiday now. Tom, I know Tom's on holiday for like a month or so. Bloody, I mean, how'd you go on holiday for a month? But anyway, especially in the publishing world. But anyway, he's answering his emails, folks. So yeah, here we go. Let's get going, shall we? So this is, like I say, we've got some regulars in here. We've got the Lego Talk, the success story, the Jurassic World Dominion, which, by the way, folks, today's the day that you could actually start buying those sets from Jurassic Park and the Dominion sets, which is really, really exciting. I'm just going to blow this up a little bit just so I can see it, because I can see the chat over on that side, but I just can't see the private chat. So if you private chat me, Si, let me know.
Will do.
Start winking uncontrollably or something like that. Start twitching. We got
I do that anyway.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. What else we got here? Got new sets arriving. This Lego Live from the Vault. From the Vaults are really good as well. Page 12 here. This was a really, really good story that we're going to dive into. We've got this designer chap here as well. He's the guy that brought us the horse. Probably that gives it away a little bit, I'd say, but there we go. And then you got this over here, this tractor, the Ferguson tractor, which I believe was actually one of the first plastic sets to ever be produced by Lego back in the day.
Wow.
So, and we got a whole array of all the latest Speed Champion sets, including the brand new Countach. There we go. I can't quite say it as well as Craig says it. And Cat Colors is saying, "Oh yay, Aldenhoff, enjoy your subscription." Foodham is saying, "Yay, Jurassic World, Mania, boom." Yeah, do you know what? In fact, you know what, folks? I got an email about an hour ago saying they're now available on Zavvi. If you use, it should work. It should absolutely 100% work. If you want to buy through Zavvi and support the channel, there's an affiliate link down in the description below. And you know what? They're brand new sets. If you use the cool thing is, they're brand spanking new. They've been out a matter of hours. You know what? If you use the promo code LBB Lego, you get 10% off. So, save yourself some money.
Fantastic. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong, my friends. So anyway, we've got stuff here about master builders. We've got the usual letters that are coming through and stuff like that. So we'll breeze through this. We've got the Lego Group reports a successful year again. I don't think there was there any doubt that they wasn't going to have a successful year.
Not with the amount of money they're taking off us.
This is true. This is true. And also as well, I think next year there will definitely be a downturn for them in terms of profit margin anyway. Tell me what you feel about that, folks. But I definitely think they've definitely cashed in on the last 2 years. And frankly, who can blame them? That's the thing. Hey, Si. So I know I'd be doing the same thing. A couple of kids here and playing around with some Lego sets. That looks a really cool set. I might get that one day when it goes into discount. That's a Lego Friends set. I think that's like one of their main Lego Friends sets this year. There's the ice cream vans. Now you can watch that back. Me and Si actually built that. That might have been our first. Wow. Yeah, I reckon it was our first backlog stream of the year. We built the ice cream sets, didn't we? Yeah, first ones of the year. Got the police car there. Built a couple of those ones actually. I keep buying those ones. They keep going down to like £7 every now and again. So I'm sort of buying an array, a little fleet, a little squad of police cars. And then you've got that big Friends boat there as well, which again is another one I'll get when it goes on discount. What we've got going on over here. So over on this side, folks, we've got ourselves some poly bags. That was a Speed Champions poly bag, actually. There's set of the month. I always love these. Set of the month. Set 75325. The Mandalorian's N1 Starfire. Now, why are they giving this set of the month? It's not even out yet. There we go. It goes. When the Naboo Starfighter was uncovered during Star Wars, the Book of Boba Fett. Enough said about that. Fans enjoyed seeing the prequel era while re-imaged. Din Djarin's and Pali Motto fix up the ship. So both characters are included in the new set, along with the BD droid and the child. Yeah, that's quite cool, actually, the BD droid is going to come out with that. So there we go, folks. That's set of the month. Now look at this lovely lot down here, the Jurassic World. Says, has anyone bought this new set? Let me know in the chat, because I know loads of people are really excited about it. I can't say I haven't bought any Jurassic World sets at the moment. I'm looking at it because I don't know about you, Si, but this weekend there was actually quite a lot of stuff in sales. And I bought a safari set from Zavvi at like 30 quid off it. And I was like, yeah, we'll definitely have some of that. Yeah, it was like, because they're expensive sets. It comes with a couple of elephants, monkeys, and an alligator or crocodile. Can't remember which one it is.
Crocagator.
A crocagator. Yeah, I should call it that. A crocagator. Like that. Can't go wrong then. But anyway, this set looks amazing. I definitely fancy getting that. I know that a lot of people out there that are big Jurassic World fans absolutely love this car. I think it's a Ford. Bazza knows. He'll tell me out there. Bazza says, I think you would have more luck for sure. I don't mind waiting though, Minifig Who. We've got Mikey J Productions out there. He says, he goes, my kid loves the Jurassic sets. They are really good. And actually, some of them, I think, are actually all right priced, in all honesty.
The boat is a really good price.
Yeah, I think all of them are pretty good price. And also, as well, you do pay a premium for all those molded sets. but it's a good thing to do. This is a nice little story over here as well, folks. Just to note, Ukrainian donation. There we go. It goes, the Lego Foundation, Old Kirk's Fond, and the Lego Group have announced an emergency donation of 110 million DKK to support families and children affected by the invasion. It is being donated to support the general humanitarian aid for the Ukrainian people, as well as education and protection of the children, which is super important, folks. The funds will be distributed to partners including the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, Save the Children, and the Danish Red Cross. How cool is that? That's a fantastic story. I think the Danish, I'm not quite sure, is it Denmark or something like that? It's called.
The money. The crown.
The crown, yeah. In terms of how much that comes across in pounds, that's 10 million pounds roughly. That is more probably 11 million pounds. But yeah, what a cracking donation that is from the Lego Group. So you know what, it's not always about how much money you make and stuff like that, folks. They're giving back as well, which is really important, especially the sadness and all that's causing from that invasion. But there we go. Hopefully,
absolutely.
Yeah, I agree, Si. And you know what? Hopefully, it's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. You got to keep those children safe. That's for sure. They are the future, after all.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on, Si. Moving on slightly. We've got Lego Store comes to Ireland. How about this? It actually makes it into the Blocks magazine. This is kind of cool.
So cool. And I still haven't received my issue. It must have got lost in the post. So this is all news to me. Anything you're seeing here is the first time I've seen it at all. So this is pretty cool. Oh, is that a picture? That's a stock photo.
I think it's a stock photo. Yeah. Ireland's first Lego store will open this summer. I need to know when. Kat, have you got any idea, right, when the new Lego store in Ireland's going to open? Because I do fancy going over there for that opening day. If you do happen to know, give me a little shout on Instagram. I promise I won't tell anyone, but I would like to know. It says Dublin. Dublin being the city that is going to be that's going to feature the store, will be home to Ireland's first Lego store this summer. How cool is that?
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is really cool, actually. Should we have a quick look at it? I'll hold it up, folks, because I've got to hold it up so I can read it myself. It says, so we'll read the first paragraph anyway. So Ireland is finally getting a Lego store with the latest iteration of the brand experience set to debut in Dublin this summer, as well as the full range of exclusive sets that are sold at the official brand stores. Fans can expect to find oversized builds, we love those, Si, including bespoke displays that aren't relevant to the location. Awesome. That are relevant to the location, cool. I should say. Yeah, the opportunity to collect VIP points as well, which is kind of good for you, Si. It really is. Yeah. Well, what else we got going on here? So anyway, yeah, well, that's the cool thing. It's going to be awesome for you guys, and way long overdue as well. I can't believe that there is never been a Lego store in Ireland. Now, on the flip side of that,
completely overlooked for so long, and no, they've got 2 LAN members which are lugs, and so maybe I think they should get someone from YouTube to join LAN. Just saying, Lego. Just saying.
Maybe you should apply again, Si. Maybe you should apply again. Just saying.
Yeah.
He's not sold. Maybe I should apply as well. I do need to apply. I probably won't get in, but I'll apply anyway.
They've let crazy. I'm not even going to talk to you.
We got Boba in the Brick. So we've got Boba, which, by the way, folks, you can already buy on Zavvi for about 15% off already. So that's good, because I've not picked up my one yet. Kat's saying in the chat, she's saying, it's been a long time coming for Ireland. I'm so happy for Lego fans over there. I know how desperately they've been. Yeah, and I've also noticed since the announcement of this site, there's certainly a lot more people from Ireland popping into our chat a lot more. So that's good. That's good. Yeah. It's spreading. Okay, so we've had the set of the month. What about minifigure of the month? What do you think about him for being minifigure of the month, Si? This is the dude from Jurassic World. Oh no, Jurassic Park, isn't it? Ian Malcolm.
He's pretty cool. McKellen, yeah. I haven't seen him in the flesh yet, but he's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's sorry, I pronounced it Malcolm, but it's not. It's McCallum or something, isn't it?
McCallum, yeah.
McCallum, that's it. That's the one. It must be an Irish name. But yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? You got Brick Stadiums Get Real, Real Madrid. Santiago Stadium is the latest venue to be miniaturized with Lego elements. Not really my thing, folks. Do anyone out there like those? It does nothing for me whatsoever. They do look good. They look nice. And I love football. And I love Lego, but they don't actually do too much for me, in all honesty. But anyway, I think that's pretty much all the kind of small bits of news. Sometimes some of the best bits of news are down these pieces here, the news in briefs. But anyway, I wonder how much out of all that so far that we've covered, Si, will be featured in the Kahoot at the end of this stream. Who knows? Who knows?
Who
Anyway, folks,
knows?
keep your pens, keep your little pens and your pads open. I bet that's what Craig does at home. I bet he's there with his pen and pad writing down things. He said, I'm pretty sure Greg emphasized something about that. Anyway, someone that can never be overemphasized is this lady, Dagny Ohm Jensen. I do hope that's pretty much how we say her name.
That's how I do it.
That's how good stuff. Because as long as you do it that way, I'll do it that way as well. So I'll follow suit. She goes, a new Lego house exclusive set celebrates the pioneering model maker who pretty much invented building big. Now the beauty about that side, this is so she's a designer. She's a master builder, in fact, or was, and she basically came up with the idea of why don't we just build big things, or why don't we build things that we all know and love?
Wow,
but enlarge them, and that kind of led from one thing to another with adding in models and that for parks and the Legoland and stuff like that. So this is Dagny Horn Jensen, and this is the model that they've come up for her. And I mean, without going into too deep on what we got here, this is her inner workshop. We've got the massive giraffe there. That's her working in a kind of a smaller miniaturized version of her and how she used to build people. And that's pretty cool, actually. I like the way they've done that light there. That's a bit like the what's that company? Is it DreamWorks?
Yes, Pixar. Yeah,
Pixar. That's the one. Cheers, dude. That looks pretty similar to that. But anyway, I think it looks like a nice little build. Certainly, that's the sort of thing I want to get if I ever visit the Lego house, and hopefully one day soon I will. And I think this is a cool set. Now, later on, they'll review this set. So I wonder what they give it. Anyway, we'll find out a little bit later. So anyway, so it goes into the history of her, how she kind of joined the family company and then kind of left and came back. And I think what's her relation? So she was or is the niece of the founder of Lego. Actually, Dagny Home had a massive impact on the model design through her way of working with Lego bricks. She was actually the niece of Ole Kirk Christensen, the founder of Lego Group. Now, she started her career in the Lego Group at the age of 19 in 1936, but she was only there in the interim. And in 3 months, and she was only there 3 months because then she moved to Copenhagen. For the next 25 years, she lived in Copenhagen, where she was educated in classical sculpture design. And that is exactly why, when she came back to the family business, and let's face it, folks, if your family business happened to be Lego, I'd definitely be having some of that. That's for sure. And she said, right, okay, let's do sculptures. And that's, bearing in mind she's got a classical sculpture background, that's exactly what she did. So that's pretty damn good, isn't it? Anyway, what a talent, hey? What a wonderful woman. And there's a great picture here. This is a proper 80s picture. This is. I love all these sort of pictures. And that's her over there. And we've got some amazing models there that even stand up to today's kind of take on these great big models. Because back in those days, folks, they didn't have nowhere near the elements that they've got today, did they, Si?
No, limited palettes of colors as well.
I don't think I'd ever say this, but master builders don't know they're born these days. And these are some of the exclusive prints that we get from there as well, which is pretty cool as well. Oh, I got the train there. Look at that. I love that. I love that train, actually. Got a gift with purchase as a train, the classic train, a couple of years ago. I know.
I still need to try and get my hands on one of those.
Hopefully that's not too expensive, Si.
But you know what? Every time I make a point of trying to get a good gift for purchase, I get it at midnight if we do a stream or whatever. It's like, boom, got it, brilliant, in the bag. And then the bloody thing is like, it's like a fly. It's around for ages and ages. I'm like, God, I went to all that trouble to get this gift for purchase, and it's everywhere. But then you look at the train and the Goodall set. I can't see them anywhere. I didn't bother with them.
The best ones go just like that. They really do.
What was the one? What was the one we were all after? Was it the car or something? There was one we were all after, and it was Earhart. And
Mhm.
that's a good set. That's a good
Yeah.
gift for purchase.
Yeah,
And it's
really good set.
stuck around like an old smell for ages. Great set, but like
An
you
old
know,
smell.
yeah.
Not Amelia, of course. That he's regarded the set. But no,
The
I
set's
agree.
great. It's just the longevity of it, like
Yeah.
lasted for so long. And I tried my best to get it, got it day one, and then about 50 people afterwards, like, do you need this? I'm like, oh, I have it already. Thanks, million.
But you know what, Si? The thing is as well, have you heard? And let me know how you feel about this out there in the chat, folks. They're saying that as part of May the 4th, Luke Skywalker is going to be available as a gift with purchase with the blue milk.
Sorry, here, yeah. If it's true, it's very bad for people who went out of their way to get the deluxe
Yeah.
issue of the game. And it's a special thing you get if you get that particular one. On the other hand, for me, woohoo, because I didn't get that version.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and that's I'm holding out for that. I'm watching it slowly creak down in value.
Yeah.
Excuse me, on eBay. But if they're going to do it on May the 4th, then well, let's face it, May the 4th is what, 2 and a bit weeks away. So
Yeah. I still prefer something. I prefer something unique because we always got a minifigure that was unique to May 4th.
Yeah, I don't want keying or anything.
Well,
like
I
that.
think they made. Didn't they give? I think Darth Revan came out on May 6th, as in the Sith. I think he came out in a different date, but I could be wrong. But still, in all, it's all May 4th area, and it should be exclusive, not from a game. We've some left over. Here, have that.
Yeah,
no,
I agree. All we want is very simple, Lego. It's very, very simple. All we want is a minifigure. That's it. That's all we want. You've got it sussed. You haven't got to come up with these big elaborate things or anything like that. A minifigure. That's all we want.
It never went stale, so don't fix it.
Exactly. So anyway, something that never went stale is this chap here, Jens Nygaard Knudsen. That's what we're going to call him. Again, hopefully I pronounced him right. So we'll call him. Should we call him Mr. Knudsen? Anyway, he's a top guy. This guy is super special. And you're probably thinking, why is he super special, Greg? Unless, of course, you've read it already while I've got it up on the screen. This guy not only pioneered and designed Lego Space, or as we call it now, folks, Classic Space. Right? He was also the pioneer and designer of the Lego minifigure. How cool is that? So there we go.
Love him.
I mean, what a brilliant man. What a legacy. I think he's passed on now, but what a legacy that he leaves. I mean, it says here, after much exploration, minifigures launched in 1978. What a fabulous year that was, Si. But yeah, these are amongst the first ever minifigures. Now, he actually came in a minifigure series. I think it was 17. Was it 17 or something like that?
Yeah, around that area, yeah. I can't. There's been so many series. I'm not as on the ball with them as I used to be, but yeah.
Well, I remember once out of a box of 60, you only got one of him in it. That's for sure.
And as far as I remember, it was on the left-hand column. I think it was the fourth from the last in the box.
Yeah,
I still have some that are sealed.
Yeah, have you? I know, me too. Actually, I've still got a load of CMS series. I've got, but I think
I mean the policeman. I still have some of those seals, and they were going for about 60 euros for a long time. They still held their value. I think they got for about 25 euros.
Yeah, I think they're still expensive for what they are. Yeah, still pay a few quid for them. We've got Trevor out there says, I like the little scene builds for May the 4th. I like them, Trevor. I do like them. But I want a minifigure. That's all I could. And that's the thing. I just want minifigures. I want an exclusive minifigure. Victoria's saying, if there are gift we purchase a minifigure, then I won't be picking anything up. Let's have a look. Kat saying, Simon, it's because Warner Brothers only produced so many versions of the deluxe game. It had nothing to do with Lego. See, there's that point there, side. You got. That's why we need wonderful people out there like Kat. To give us the other side of the coin.
Yeah. So basically, there was a set amount of games made, as in the disc, the physical Blu-ray, and there were lots and lots of polybags made. Yeah. So more polybags are made than the actual game. And for some reason as well, I mean, on release day, you used to be able to go in and pick up the deluxe version or this version or whatever else, but all the shops just said no, they're sold out. That's maybe it's because they didn't want them all sitting on the shelf for, like I just said, for a year or two. I went into Smith's about 7 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, and they still had a Lego Movie 2 with the minifigure in it.
Wow. Yeah, man.
So I mean, to Lego people, these are very, very collectible,
Yeah.
and we love them and everything. But to a lot of other gamers, it's just like, oh, there's a kids game. I'm not getting that. Like, so like if you're into something, it will be relevant to you.
Yeah, and that's true. And this is the thing, right? Lego can't be all things to all men and women. They have to cater for everyone. But I just think on May the 4th, do you know what? Even if it's whatever it is, just give us an exclusive minifigure, even if it's a cheap one you've made or something like that. But there we go. Look, we got Classic Space. I mean, that logo is so good. Do you know what? Do you remember Chris from Bricking It? Like, awesome guy. I mean, I say, do you know him? I'm being facetious, folks. Of course we know him. We stream with him all the time. You guys out there might not necessarily know, right? He actually didn't like minifigures, like yellow minifigures with those sort of faces. I actually adore them. I really do. I like them because it just made things simple. Do you know what I mean? It made things simple, and Lego goes into very much detail these days, and sometimes you can kind of think maybe you're making a rod for your own back. But what a legacy this man leaves behind. We all love Classic Space. We love classic police guys, ambulances, all that sort of stuff, doctor stuff that always sells like hotcakes these days. Castle, well, let's face it, folks, we can't get enough of that. And of course, got the firemen as well. And Lego always bring out fireman sets every year. Millions of them, they really do, as well as police sets. So anyway, look, here's a mold using Lego in a very versatile way. If you look on my Instagram, and of course you can follow Si on Instagram as well, you'll have seen I would have put this picture out earlier on this week as well. And what a great picture. It's one of my favorite graphics this week. And then over here, over on this side, we got the painting there from Lego when they were painting in the Lego minifigure as well. So Cabbage Face Brick says, I'm probably the biggest fan of Cheese Going. You probably are, mate, actually. You probably are. Cheesy jokes, that's for sure. So anyway, so that was Jens Nygaard Knudsen, who, of course, in 1978 brought us the legacy of what we call today the Lego minifigure, which is amazing. It really is. And you've got all these guys here kind of talking about what it was like to work with him and stuff like that. What a guy. I mean, he brought us space, folks. So enough said. Do you know what I mean? The guy's a genius. Then got back to Billund. So this is Graham. He's taken I think it was a day trip actually over to the Lego house and seeing what they've done around there. Because you can actually walk. Apparently, you can walk. You can fly over, and then you can walk from the airport over to the Lego house, which is pretty cool. I think it's about a 2-mile walk or something like that. Maybe I'll do it one day, who knows? But anyway, you can get over there quite cheaply. I think from Stansted, they do these like cheap flights every now and again to get over there. And this is Kat. This is her. This is Kat Reese Jork, the lady who's out there in the chat now. In fact, there she is there. Cat Colors. Good to see you, Kat. So yeah, here we are. And Kat's saying, just for display. With the announcement of more Lego display models, Kat argues that these models don't make the best use of the brick. And probably right, actually, in some respects. I think you'll find if I'm someone who's not necessarily into Lego, but I might be a geography teacher, I might be into my English literature, I might be I don't know, someone who's linguistic or something like that, or someone who's a pianist. This sort of thing would kind of be quite cool to have. She just collects helmets. That's all I can say to that one. They don't do a lot, but they're kind of interesting as well. They're interesting shapes, a bit like that one that we looked at on Friday on London Calling 115, where you had someone's design. I think they've just hit 10,000 votes, and it is the kind of golden antique
cash register.
Cash register, yeah, which is awesome. I mean, it looks great, but it's just nothing I'll ever buy.
The kind of presents you might have, like if your uncle was a writer, so you might say, "Oh, we get Uncle Joe a typewriter, a Lego typewriter to go with his real one." You might, or someone who collects typewriters or something, or Some of them are really cool. If I had a bigger house, I'd love to get some, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a collection. It's going to get bigger. Like the wall art. You're going to need like an extra house just with loads of wall space for the art things. I know you can take them down or whatever, but there's so many cool things. I like the helmets. I don't know if I'm going to get all of the helmets. But yeah, I mean, to say I'd prefer to spend more money on kind of modulars and stuff like that. So
Yeah, me too.
but I do think they look cool, especially when you see some of these things in other people's backgrounds. You look at them then in a different light, and you go, "Oh, that actually is cooler than I thought it was."
Yeah. Brickapix. Strangely enough, one of my streams finished the other day and it went over to your live stream, Brickapix. What a beautiful woman. I didn't know you did live streams or anything like that.
Yeah.
She goes, I clearly have a 12-year-old boy's brain because I also have sniggered at it. You're in the right place for silly jokes like that. Now, this guy's a legend as well. They're all legends that they've interviewed this week. Niles Milan Pedersen. This is the guy that brought us the Lego horse. A big deal. This is a big deal. In fact, he goes, a few elements from the 1980s Wild West ended up in the 1986 theme. The Wild West, I mean, that looks amazing. That does. I mean, politically, they'll probably never do them ever again. But I like to see something about that because I don't know, it's kind of cool. It was a part of American history. And you know what? Pirates aren't exactly the most friendliest things in the world, especially today's pirates. Blimey, folks, you hear all sorts of stories going on about them. But you know what? There's this picture here of this guy. I don't know who this chap is. He says, Niles, well, he probably is him, actually. No, I think that's Niles there. With Ellis Hansen, Jens Niger, Knudsen, and Daniel Krantz. This guy here, I don't know who that is. Right. I mean, I don't think that's him. I think that's him there. Right. Doesn't half look like Paul, who I started the channel with a few years ago. Yeah. He's a spitting image of Paul, that guy. He really is. So anyway, he's a very famous designer, loves ships. I mean, all you lovely lot out there into your pirates and stuff like that. He's the man that brought all that love and attention to you guys. Brickpick says, hopefully you didn't pop on when I'd flipped the camera around to show off my Lego, and a half-naked hubby walked in panic slightly before he remembered he was wearing pants. No, I did see that, actually, but I will watch it back. Thank you. There we go. And they're talking about how they developed and designed the different molds, and some of them, of course, made out of wood, which is, of course, where Lego started off from, which is why that's the reference back to the duck all the time, folks, because that was kind of like their most famous toy that they produced. So he's shown how he designed it, and these are the various different molds. And this is the nice thing about this month's magazine. You see all these funny little things here that you used, and look, they've even got put like like a sort of tape over the eyes so that they can draw on different eyes and see how they feel about the different designs that they're doing. Yeah, it's really, really clever. Now, Barry, control yourself here, Barry. But look, this looks like a pretty decent castle set from back in the day. What do you reckon about that? Yeah. The Legoland castle system looks pretty good, doesn't it? For ages 7 to 12, endless building possibilities. See the backside. I don't use that term anymore.
Excuse me.
See the backside of this package. I definitely don't use that term anymore, Si. But yeah, I mean, how cool is that? I mean, that looks amazing anyway. Do you know what? Again, this design still stands up to today. Am I the only one that thinks this? Like a drawbridge?
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah. I love a drawbridge and a castle set. This new set that's coming out, right? £350, right? I not only want a drawbridge on there, I want to be able to motorize that drawbridge as well. That would be amazing. You know what I mean? It's like, give me some of that any day. So anyway, we've got going on in the chat there. Keep it coming, folks. Laugh out loud. So Oldendoff is saying, Brickpicks, what's going on with your household? Kat saying, Brickpicks, everyone is going to go and watch that now. Oh, they sure are. I'll be checking it out straight after this stream, folks. Kat saying, these are exclusive Lego images for Blocks. You won't find these anywhere else. And this is the thing, right, folks? Anyone who's into the history of Lego, and after reading this, like I was reading this last night, and I was just like, do you know what? I read into the early hours of this morning reading this. Just me, with my feet up, with a cup of tea, and I was
In
like,
the toilet.
Well, I can't really put my feet up in the toilet, so and I've not got I haven't got those old people sort of bars set up in such a way that I can do that. Sorry, folks, if you've got bars in your toilet, but there we go. But yeah, I don't know. I was like, I want to know more about Lego history, and for anyone who wants to know a lot about Lego history, in fact, you know what? I even hashtagged Lego history as part and parcel of this live stream, because I think this magazine, like Graham said, is definitely one of the de facto ones to get. Now, one of the de facto things that Lego built back in the day out of wood, and here's a very old one here. This is this one. In fact, it's obviously from back in the day. It goes, the wooden duck, only the best is good enough. And do you know what? That used to be their catchphrase. In fact, I think it still is, isn't it, folks? Can someone remind me of that?
I think it is. Ryan goes on about it a lot, so it must be still the catchphrase.
Yeah, so remember that, folks, the wooden duck. But even back then, when Lego first started, right, only the best is good enough. There you go. So there's the wooden duck, or at least this is the plastic duck now. They've kind of reinvented it, and these are really, really good, right? These are really, really good fun. I think sometimes it can be a bit hit and miss. This one is a definitely hit. This is a really good iteration of what this duck looks like. There's a horse one that comes up in a minute. I think they've kind of just, the head's not quite right on it, but this is a really good iteration, and it is hard. I mean, you've only got so many elements you can play around with. But there we go. It goes, Minifigure says that catchphrase is quackers. Dude, that is dad joke of the weekend. That really is. I think he's had too many Easter eggs, if you ask me. But yeah, really cool. We got all the colors there. It's awesome. Look at that eye, even the eyebrow. But yeah, there we go. So if you want to build a duck, you can do. Here we go. 90 years of Lego in artifacts. Ooh. This is quite cool. So a couple of things that I'll bring up here. Pun was foul. That's even worse. There's someone gagging. What we got going on here? So we've got the wooden duck. Yeah, that was one of the basically when back in the day, Lego decided to go from building household stuff to building wooden toys. This was one of the things that they built. It sold very, very well. And then when they were kind of transitioning between wooden toys and going into plastics, one of the first things that they constructed, it may have even been the very first thing, was this, the Ferguson tractor. And you might be thinking, why would they do a tractor, Greg? Why would they do a tractor? Well, that's because back in those days, there was depression back then. There's depressions everywhere. I think actually the older you get, Si, the more you kind of see these cycles of when there are sort of depressions and dips in economies and stuff like that. But anyway, there was one back in Denmark back in the day. I think it was sort of like late 40s, post-war anyway. So it would be 50s, I guess. And basically, the thing that was being encouraged in Denmark was farming. So, of course, it's got loads of farmers out there farming with their stuff, becoming a little bit more modernized, and they were using Ferguson tractors. And Lego came up with a bright idea, said, well, okay, we've got loads of kids out there who are kids and children to farmers. Let's build plastic tractors. And it sold like hotcakes because they loved it because they can connect with it. Do you know what I mean? They can empathize with the fact of they kind of recognize it and they want to sort of play with it and stuff like that. Yeah. Which is why superheroes is a cool thing and things like that. And why I think Spider-Man is one of the best superheroes out there, folks, because once he's got that mask on, right, he could be anyone. He could be black, white, Asian, doesn't matter, right? Use your imagination. That's what it's there for. And you can be anyone. And that's how people connect and like things. And that's why they want to build and buy stuff. So anyway, so moving on, and you've got Lego. This is kind of some of the sets that were being built back in those days. This is one of the things. I think this is one of the last things that they built. Actually, look at this, a sewing machine. This is kind of a bit of an odd one, where it says the sewing machine was one of the final wooden toys developed and sold by Lego Ideas House. Now, is it me? Sorry, let me put it over here so you can actually see it, folks. There we go. There's a sewing machine there. So it was made of wood. Well, it's got a lovely sheen on it. Wouldn't it be an idea if they made one of those out of, out of bricks or something like that? I'm sure they got the parts for it. with that special printed Lego system badge on it there.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people will be up for that.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So there we go. But it's one of those strange things, isn't it? Even back then, Lego would still do these ornate designs, like the piano and anything like that. So to actually go and do that is weird, but it's kind of cool as well. Anyway, history in the making. This was quite good as well. I'm not going to go deep dive into all of this, folks. It's just I'm kind of giving you a very big overview of it here because there is a lot of content in this month's magazine. This one here, Kajeld's Jeep, right? This is, I believe, today the only design from back in the day when one of the household of Lego, the family, they actually they designed this. He did it at home, and he showed his dad, and his dad was so impressed by it. They actually manufactured it, and to this day,
Wow.
From the family, it's one of the few sets that has ever actually been designed, kind of in by the family, which is kind of cool. This is pretty cool, actually. Now, you imagine this, right? This is back in the day. This is 1968, folks. 1968. So way before YouTube, way before most really advanced electronic devices. But Lego had this. And what this is a whistle, right? For a train system that the train would go forwards and backwards on a track, right? And it was commanded by the whistle.
That's awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
And what a great idea, and how clever. I mean, even to today, I mean, it would keep kids' imagination for about 10 minutes. It'll drive parents crazy.
Well, I used to work in the Sony Center, and we used to sell the Aibo dog. So it's a robotic dog that Sony made, and it was supposed to listen to your commands. So you'd say to it, sit, and all this. And that was hard to try and get, to do stuff, because sometimes I wouldn't recognize your voice. But like in the 60s to have something like this is really, really cool.
I mean,
for
it was
to actually work. Yeah.
Yeah, and it must have been quite robust, and it was around for a little while. But even then, I think through that period of time, technology was moving quite quickly. Yeah. What cheese do you like? Isn't it what cheese you like? Isn't that one of those questions that you ask people when you're on a date? Really? It's meant to be sort of defining. I think we're getting at here. Now, this is quite cool. These are the brick-built minifigures. These things here. These are the brick-built minifigures. Now, these are quite cool because I got given a load of these by my nieces and nephews who got these. I think, I mean, it was all hand-me-downs. I mean, no one really throws away Lego, do they, folks? And I got these, and I didn't really know where they were from or anything like that. And I remember when I was a kid, I saw them, but I didn't really know too much about them. Anyway, I always thought they were like Technic people or something like that. And here we are. There's the whole family. Look, there she is there. Still going strong, maybe slightly faded, but aren't we all? So anyway, there we go. The first kind of, I won't call them minifigures, but they are Lego peeps nonetheless. So anyway, over here we've got sort of road structure, town. I think town came out, didn't it, before Lego City? And then we have this kind of strange incarnation here of a cowboy. And you got the first sort of look of what a minifigure could potentially look like. Maybe it was just a better scale or something like that. Oh, blimey, this page is something to get excited about. Here we've got Castle, 1978, Lego themes. In 1978, I think that's Gel Kirk's vision came to fruition with the release of the first 3 Lego themes that introduced minifigures. Very, very poignant here, folks. We've got Castle, and of course, we've got Space here, all of which came out in 1978. And then, right, in 1979, we got ourselves Fabuland, which is pretty cool, isn't it? Which is weird, really, when you think about it. It was like a year after the minifigure. They kind of bring out something that could potentially take on the minifigure. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry, show us that off. That's a proper Fabuland.
Fabuland minifigure.
Wow.
Fabuland figure, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't remember his name. I know Robin Hull told us before. It was Justin, but he's the only one I have, and I found him in a lot, like a bag of Lego basically. But what happened was there was a woman, and she put an ad out looking for Lego, and I don't have the other one I was going to show you, but she put an ad out looking for Lego, and I said to her, do you want to swap or whatever? So she said she'd swap a brand new Lego for her club she was running, and I can take a pic of whatever she was getting rid of. And there's loads of figures in it, loads of minifigures. And I was just getting into Lego, but I spotted this guy, and I looked at the leg and said, Lego, I thought I'd take that. That was a bit weird. A Spider-Man with all this silver webbing on him. Turns out he's like one of the original Spider-Man minifigures.
Ooh.
And loads of other things that I didn't even know was Lego that I know now that I should have gotten back then, including the big green dragon from Castle.
Oh yeah. There's a couple of things I like, but you know what? This is a very cool thing, right? This is something I battle with what should I collect as a Lego collector? And back in their day, their definitive thing was, especially when they just come out with the minifigures, and then they could produce these sets of the minifigures, was this. They wanted something that was from the present, town. They wanted something for the future, space. And they wanted something from the past, castle. Wasn't that nice and simple back in those days to have something like that? And I was like, wow. I mean, they've expanded on that massively these days, folks. But do you know what? If you kind of constrained yourself in that, you're kind of in a good place. Fabuland is followed by a lot of people. A lot of people love this, Robin Hall especially. And they do look nice. It almost, to me, it sits somewhere between Lego and Duplo, I'd say. Yeah,
or Sylvanian Families as well, if you've ever heard of them.
Yeah, well, they were massive back in the day.
They still are.
Yeah, well, that's true. Actually, they are definitely as a chief formerly. They are so cute. They are cool. I mean, when you see them, you sort of think, actually, yeah, they're kind of, they cost a fortune today to produce. But do you know what? Fabuland. I mean, Fabuland didn't do bad. I mean, you think something like Monkey Kid. I mean, Monkey Kid is probably been going for a couple of years now, I'd say. I'll be interested to see how long that does last for. And then you've got Hidden Side. I mean, that, well, basically lasted 2 years, didn't it? But it was magnificent as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got Video, which, well, it went as quicker than it came, to be honest. But Fabuland was around for 10 years. So, you know what? A decade of Fabuland isn't bad, actually. There's plenty of sets out there to collect. And I like it. It's very characterful and caricature of everything out there as well. So, blocks to win one of the Vespa sets 10298, Vespa 125 sets. There we go. So, if you subscribe to Blocks Magazine, folks, every month you get put in the draw to win a big Lego set. And the nearer they seem to get to Christmas, the bigger the sets that they seem to give away as well. So that's, again, another good reason to join the gang and become a part, I suppose you could say, the Blocks family. Torben Plagborg, again, I do apologise if I haven't pronounced it correctly. It says, for young Lego train fans in the 1990s, the 9-volt range was an exciting new era with more realistic models than ever before. Torben Plagborg reveals how he led the development of the refreshed range. He does indeed, actually. He even designed some elements as well. This brick here, that particular tile there with the groove. Really cool stuff to meet these people and kind of get under the skin of how they used to design stuff. And again, look at that. How wonderful does that look here? I'm going to show you this cabin. Well, not cabin, it's kind of like shelves, but how good do those shelves look with all those trains on it?
Yeah.
Oh,
that is
man.
cool.
Love it. I really do. And I so want to get into trains, folks. I really
do. The yellow train station? That's what Brixar was trying to get his hands on that for ages.
Really? That one there?
Yeah. And he eventually got it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Featured architecture.
That particular type of track is still really popular at the moment. And a lot of people, like Jang, loves it.
Yeah. I've got a 9-volt controller. It's something that I kept. Do you know what? This is the funniest thing. I forget the set number now. Again, if you're out in the chat, please do help me out here. One of my favorite sets, and it was practically the first set that was ever bought for me. Like, it was the first big set that was bought for me. Was a train set. It was yellow and red, and I think it was something like set 9559. or 5995, something like that. It was a train set, and it was 9-volt, and I loved it. And I loved it so much, right? It actually got me to switch collections. I then switched into collecting Hornby trains.
No way.
And left Lego to one side. And that was kind of when, well, basically 35 years later, I then got back into Lego. So yeah, that was a thing. But look, this train here is the same style train as the Crocodile that came out a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Again, another great train that it wasn't until you actually saw it in real life that you actually appreciate it more. And look at the way these designers are working there, man. I mean, this would be a dream job. It really would be. For me, I mean, some people not into design. I love design. I did a lot of design and technology when I was at school. And this train here, I love that. It's just amazing. And the guy himself, that was the thing. They collected vehicles. He was a car collector, like little corgi cars and stuff like that. And you just sort of think, oh man, you are living the dream. That's what you got to love about that. Brick Stage Pass is saying 35 years later and the rest. I knew that would trigger him. You can only lurk for so long, Craig. I think I'm probably a lot older than Si and Craig, actually. There we go, folks. It just pays to moisturize. That's all I'm going to say to that. Okay, so here we go. The Vespa. Do you know what? I wasn't interested in this Vespa one little bit. I read
until you saw Star Wars.
Yeah, and then I saw the Book of Boba Fett, and I was like, do you know what? I fancy that now. Yeah, I've got one of those.
Did you see Moon Knight?
Yes, I've seen this week's one. Yes,
more bloody Vespas.
Yes, but the thing is, though, they're proper Vespas in the context of the program, aren't they?
I know, but she's still like a superhero sidekick. Whatever, we don't know what she is yet, but she's like, it's like the man could have walked over to her and punched her off the bike. Like,
yeah, well, it's the same in Star Wars. You go to Tatooine, don't bother getting a Vespa boat, folks. You better just walk to wherever you're going to.
Yeah,
yeah, they stayed so shiny and clean. Strange. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, if you've do you know what? And I came across, because I was sorting out a lot of Lego this weekend, folks, down in the London Bridge Bricks vaults. When I was there, I came across the buildable figure set, but one of my favorite ones that I haven't built yet, which is the speeder bike and the speeder patrol stormtrooper. And it looks, I was like, I could build that. And then if I build that, I could then put him on this Vespa or something like that and take away the wheels. But when I read this review, they quite like the set. They thought the build was okay. The build, they said, is very, very straightforward. There's a couple of things about it I liked. By the way, folks, for the Vespa, they gave it 81 out of 100. What I really particularly liked about this, though, is the tires. The tires have actually got the white rims on them. Now,
that's pretty cool.
A few people know this, because when we've talked about our first cars and stuff like that, and by the way, folks, it's the same color as that Fiat, which I don't know if it makes me want to get that Fiat now or not. I'm not really sure. I've got the yellow one, but I'm just not sure if I can be bothered to get the blue one. That was another one, wasn't it? That was meant to be really exclusive. We can still buy it now, can't you, Si? I was like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, so when I was talking about my first car I ever bought, I bought a Mark 1 Ford Escort. It was in immaculate condition. It had been worked on at 15 years in a college in Essex, and it still had the cross-ply tires on it with the right rim.
Way.
I can't believe it. Yeah, with the metallic hubcaps on it. It was like weird. It'd been immortalized and kind of cocooned in this college. But anyway. I didn't keep it for that long because it wasn't that fast. Ended up getting a MG Metro. And if you're going to have a Metro, you're either going to have the MG Metro because they're quite fast, or you're going to have the Vanden Plus. And honestly, folks, you're going to have to Google that because they are very old cars. But you know what? When you're 18 years old, you take anything. So anyway, talking of cars and classic cars, oh my word. This is my favorite, I think, out of the new wave or Speed Champions. This is the 1970 Ferrari 512M. Absolutely love this car. And that's right, Brick Stage. I always am. Because that's how you can tell the age of things. You could do that with trees, by the way.
God.
There we go. Then it goes on. What did I give this? Anyway, 83. I would have given that more than that person. I would have given that about 90. I think this car's beautiful. The only problem I got with this car, and it's only a minor problem, folks, is that it looks like the Speed Champions answer to an A-wing. It does, because it's got an A-wing canopy. Just saying. I'll leave that thought with you just there for a moment. All right. Anyway, turning the page, we've got the Lotus Evija as well, which is kind of nice. We like that. I haven't bothered buying that yet. That's one of them. So I'm going to wait until it discounts. I'm just going to discount for it to do that. And then we got this one as well. What's this one called, Si?
Lamborghini, white Lamborghini.
And that's it. Or as some people call it, the Lamborghini. And there we go. Sorry, guys. I can't resist that, Craig. You got to take it as well as give it. So yeah, this is the Lamborghini Countach, and this is a beautiful car. Do you know? And I'm sort of tempted to build this on the backlog on Wednesday, Si. I do fancy building this one. I'm either going to build this one or a city car. I'm going to put it out to my members to choose which they want me to build on Wednesday.
Let your member choose.
Yeah, I'll let them choose. That is, of course, I think we'll be kicking off 7:30 on Wednesday, folks, or around that time. Then you've got the Mercedes. What did they give the Countach as well, funny enough? Because that has got to be higher than 81. They give it 85. Again, I would have given that about 90. I think that's one of the best speed champions going. I really do.
Now, here's like, does that mark, is that only for the car and the build and the experience, or is it for the set? Because I noticed that the minifigures aren't mentioned or pictured. So does that mark include the minifigure? Because the minifigures are overlooked by Lego. As it is, they're not on the boxes anymore. So the only time you see the minifigure is when you see him or her sitting in the car. And the minifigures are cool. They've got exclusive Lamborghini or Ford or whatever torsos, and I think they deserve more respect, for God's sake. Poor minifigures. They do all the hard work. They drive those cars, put the petrol. Well, they don't put the petrol in. There's a pit team to do that. But I would just wonder if the marking is including the minifigures as well. And Kat's answered. The mark will be overall for the whole set, including the minifigures. So there you go. Minifigures and those rock. They're brilliant minifigures.
I do.
I can't say minifigures enough.
Exactly. Because he gets paid 10p every time he says minifigures.
Minifigures.
Anyway, other stuff that they talk about the Aston Martin sets. They give that 68. But I mean, they mark that down low. 84 for the Mercs as well. That's a good build for the Formula One. They talk about the other sets. I mean, they never do well. These Luigi and Super Mario sets. Because they're so expensive. That's the thing. You don't get any bang for your buck at all. Set 40503, Dagny Home Master Builder. A selection of exclusive tiles relate to Dagny Home's career. They do. And we spoke about her at the beginning of this as well, folks. There we go. So it's got Thor's hammer. It's got Molyneux. That's worth getting just for that alone. And then up here, we've got some like cases in that. They only gave it a 58. I was quite surprised by that, and I can understand what they think about it, and the reason they gave it to it. I mean, this basically says here it's a great to build tribute to Dagny Home, but it's not least attractive Lego, but it's the least attractive Lego house set so far.
Totally agree.
Yeah,
and I think they could have done her a bit more justice as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ruin it for everybody. What I see when I look at her is Jar Jar Binks. I just see Jar Jar.
Yeah, no, that is true actually. Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's the hair thing. Jar Jar. I think what it is though, they're trying to do that figure differently. That's the problem. I think it's okay. I think it's just the eyes, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, I see. I
understand why they did it, because she's the mother of the big builds and stuff like that. But they could have done it a bit better. They could have done, I don't know, it could have made her look like a woman.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that. But I suppose it's a tribute, so you can't use your imagination.
It kind of looks says she looks like Enda from The Incredibles. I don't know. I always touch my ear, my thing when I talk. I'm not like,
I know you should do that. You do that. So it's like your producers are speaking to you or something.
Yeah, I used to be in the FBI. You see what?
Is it
They're approaching right now.
The FBI? Yeah, the president's coming. We've got just a little fact here, folks. Number 1, Titanic. Number 2 is the Pirates of the Barracuda Bay, which are ships, in case you wondered. So quick build. This one is an awesome quick build. The Ferguson tractor. This is what I was talking about earlier on, folks, about Lego's first kind of step into the wibbly wobbly world of plastic toys, and they designed the Ferguson truck, and they do a very good rendition here of a Lego one as well. The only thing I'd like to do, Blocks to do size, to actually give us some menu somewhere. Maybe they do that online or something like that, where they actually tell you what the pieces are that they get, the menu for.
I'd like to build that. Yeah, that would be cool to have like a menu of parts.
Exactly, and that is a good tribute to Lego, and I don't think Lego have actually ever done that yet. Anyways, so here we go. Talking about subscribing to Blocks Magazine as well. Subscribe now, and you'll get 12 issues for the price of 10. And if you're watching this back, folks, don't forget, check out the description below. You will find a discount code in there if you do wish to subscribe as well.
There's a name. There's a name for you to pronounce.
Yeah. Well, I think I might just call him Barney because that is a hell of a name. So we're going to call him Jean P. Veskov. I think that's how you do it anyway.
Sounds good. Yeah,
I think it sounds something like it. I will say this though, he's designed some good stuff. So look, let me just throw these names out to you folks if you can remember them. There we go. We got Futuron, Blacktron, the Space Police in the 1980s. Jean P. Veskov expanded the Lego galaxy as space went beyond its classic beginnings. And I've got to say, I do like this. This is the original 68786, the Alienator. That's a good name. I like that. And there's a new modern version of it. I've got to be honest, I like that a lot. Reminds me of the Star Wars dropship, but with feet. Just saying. Anyway, this guy's knows his stuff. He's a good lad. And look at that. Oh my giddy God. Space monorail.
Amazing.
Oh, I'd love to have that.
I like the box art as well on those.
Yeah,
I always did.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's a lot better than this 18+ stuff that we keep getting these days. Does nothing for me at all. I like it in some respects, but I don't like too much of it. Too much of a good thing. That's what I always say. Watch your Barry. How your cat colours? We've got the Big Bods coming on. They'll be streaming tonight, folks. Around 8:30. We love the Brick Bods. So, Brick Bods, if you're around, please, by all the means, at the end of this stream, feel free to pop a link to your stream into the chat as well. This is good as well. The guys at Blocks came up with the woodworking shop as well. They Lego-fied the woodworking shop, which I think is awesome. So that was good to do. They talk about what they did and stuff like that. And most of the work was still done by hand, including carvings, paintings, varnishing. It was everything. And there's a good picture there of back in the day how it was. It was all very manual. It really was. And then they kind of go through how they picked out and built some of the actual sections of it as well. Look, you got some Ninjago parts in there as well. Loving all the tubing and stuff like that. It's good fun stuff. This was a good one. The table saws. This is a very interesting one. The molding machine, which is a fairly new thing that you can get from the Lego house now. So they're pretty good. They've got Blocks Magazine there. These are the figures, folks, that you too could win. There we go. There they are. And do you know what? They've got dual. They've got I think it said dual molded heads. Then that'd be weird, wouldn't it? There we go. They've got alternative faces.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. These are proper figs. These are, and this is the one that best represents Cat. In case you wondered. So if Cat's out there at the moment, this is what she looks like. At least Lego-fied, anyway. Which is really cool. Anyway. We've got Tips and Bricks there. We know loads of people that work at Tips and Bricks. Fun peeps to hang around with. We've got another designer here, Henk van der Does. That's a good name, isn't it? Yeah. Must be so really work there. Has he done that? Yeah, he does. He's working on it. He does that sort of thing. He does this. He does that. So what does Henk van der do?
He does a lot.
He does a lot indeed. I bet he's thinking, "Cool, I know that before." In Danish, of course, which probably sounds a lot nicer than English. But there we go, some classic space vehicles there. He's done an airplane coming across some nice elements there for that airport. They sort of go out their way back in those days to do sort of bigger things, bigger pieces, bigger kind of trans clear elements and stuff like that. I need a Z for Zazu. I like that. Was that Daniel built that from photo reference? Did he? Wow. He did. Wow. Honestly, it's really cool. When I say Daniel Konchensky, it is, folks. And honestly, these little builds I love. I would like a cat. We need a menus thing because we would like to do that as well. Maybe we can do that online or something like that. Let us know, Kat. There's always feedback. I know you guys always listen to feedback and stuff like that. This is quite cool as well. This one, we are there as the ambassadors for the consumer. This is a quite good one. This set here. This is the set 6332. The Command Post Central is Hank's favorite set from the town days. How cool is that? It's
so
proper
cool.
Green and everything. That is.
Yeah.
I mean, like a forestry police station of some sort, something like that. And then he's talking about the newer sets. Oh, this is quite good. I'm sort of into getting the building sets. I want to look and buy that set at some point as well. But I do like this set. Oh, I do fancy that. It's a Technic one, but you know what? I need other things I need to build. Now, this was the miss for me this month. This one was this horse. Everything about this is fine. Maybe the horse looks fine, but it's just his head looks a bit wrong. Otherwise, Daniel's done a wicked job. He really has. So this is inside the factory as well. Talk about all the pellets. All the plastic comes in pellets. We've got one of the original molding machines here, and then interestingly, this one here is the build, the molding for the tires.
Oh,
how cool is that? Now, not a lot of people necessarily know this side, but Lego build more, or actually produce more tires than any other company in the world. That is a fact. You get some awesome images of the factory as well. And I'll tell you what, folks, their factory's got a lot of robots in it. That's which I thought was really, really cool. But it goes through the complete process of how they manufacture and then store away the bricks. Amazing pictures.
Incredible.
Honestly, folks, this stream does not do it justice. These are awesome ones. And like I say, this is the mag to keep. Any of these that I collect, this is the one I would definitely be saving. You know what? I might even buy another copy of it. But that said, folks, don't forget, if you do ever subscribe, you do get access to each and every back copy ever, which is good to go. So we've got this guy here as well, Steen Sig Anderson. That's a cool name. He's saying that renowned Lego talent, Steen Sig Anderson, remembers the creative energy that was around when classic themes like Town, Castle, and Aquazone were developed. So he talks about that and the process of doing that. Look, there's the shell cars there. They're pretty cool. Loving those.
Kat says that they're exclusive factory photographs. Very few people get go in there.
They are indeed. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. I thought Graham might have said that at the time. But yeah, like I said, folks, if you love your Lego, and a lot of people really do dig going behind the scenes at all this, they would definitely be checking that out as well. So yeah, do check that out, folks. And honestly, it's just I can't overemphasize it. Really, these are really, really cool things to keep part of your kind of, I don't know, Lego book magazine collection. This is one of the definitive things to get. So anyway, moving on. We've got ourselves some forest men here. These are cool. This is right up Barry's. This is kind of interesting as well. Look, you've got a target here on this tree, very reminiscent of the medieval blacksmith shop, which is cool. I like that. Very, very cool. And then over here, I mean, look, Barry. I mean, look, this is going to be like Lego porn for him. This is, or anyone out there that loves castle. I mean, look at all those castle sets there. You know what I mean? Look at all those sets.
So cool. Yeah.
It must be like, oh my god. I mean, he's got like £500,000. He'd probably be able to buy them, but definitely there to be built.
Aren't they?
Yeah, wicked, love it. It's all good stuff. So he's this is a nice set as well. I like this set. This set, I'm going to find out if I can buy this one. Look, things are Fantastical set 6037, the Witch's Wingship. And there you go. You can see it. If I actually bring it into view of the camera. There you go. That one there. How amazing is that?
The witch is awesome.
Yeah. It's very cool, man. Very cool. I mean, what I loved about things from back then. Oh, there we go. Let's bring it back into focus. Come on. Follow me. There you go. What I love about things back then is that, you know what? The creative process. Of course, this is lucky. Look, it won't come back into focus. Come here, you follow me hand.
There you go.
There we go. We're there. Can you imagine, folks, having such a blank canvas to come up with ideas from? I mean, how amazing would that be back in those days? I can only imagine it was a privilege to actually be there and part of that and look back on it with such fondness these days. Magnificent. Really, really is magnificent. So like all their sets from back in the day, it was really good stuff. So we've got Lego events here. This is always good for that. Lego events. Anything in particular happening in April? Discovery Brick Show UK, April the 30th. That's quite cool. In May, Milton Keynes Brick Festival. That's coming back. That's the same as the London Festival one, folks, that I've done many a vlog. I've done 2 on that. And then from the vaults, it goes, why is this year the 90th anniversary? Found out why 1932 is considered to be the year that Lego Group was founded. And that's basically, it's because it was the year that basically the owner of Lego said, well, we want to rebrand and rename the company. And then they come up with the name Lego. And I think somewhere along the lines of Lego means to play with. Play well in Danish.
So yeah, two words come together: play and well. Lego.
100%, you've got it there, Si. But
interestingly, and that's why the plural of Lego is not Legos.
Yes, so it's Lego.
Don't do that.
But interestingly, in Latin, it actually means to assemble, and that is complete freak of nature. That was the thing. So very, very clever, very interesting. This is I'd say this is the cover of next month's magazines, folks.
It's
Who knows?
Sweet.
Yeah, it might change between now and then. But there's no doubt about it. They'll definitely be talking about this. And I believe, and Kat, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe, according to Graham, and I'm paraphrasing Graham here, you had to go to the long, arduous course of actually reviewing this particular game. Which I got to admit, I think it looks cracking. I really do. Are you enjoying it, Si, at the moment?
Oh, I'm loving it. Yeah, it's like so much to do. And I just encountered the AT-ATs yesterday, and it was so cool.
Wicked. And I'll tell you what was so cool as well. This month's Blocks magazine issue 90, folks. Honestly, I really liked it. I hope you enjoyed this kind of overview of it as well. How much is this? £5.99. It's issue 90. And like I say, you get a load of exclusive stuff in there as well. This is definitely one of those ones you definitely want to get. Now, on that note, right, that is the review over and done with. And now comes the time for doing a bit of a Kahoot. Now, so what I'm going to do now is leave you lovely people here to discuss this magazine, potentially with Si, or anything that you lovely lot have been up to this weekend. Now, the one thing I would like you to all to do for me, if you don't mind, because there's a good healthy 35 of you out there at the moment watching this stream, which is very, very cool on a Sunday. Do appreciate that. Is sometime between now and me setting up the Kahoot with Si, can you do us a favor? Can you give us a little thumbs up? Because it really does help my channel. And with that, of course, it helps people know that we're actually here doing something right now. And also as well, do you know what? Please do check out Si's channel as well. All these details are down in the description below. And while you're down there, you'll see a couple of different choices on supporting the channel. And of course, you'll find some other videos down there that you might like as well. So anyway, so I'm going to pop off for a moment. So straight away, we'll get rid of this. Good night, Blocks Magazine. It was lovely having you here. I'll set us back to here. This is like us doing the backlog, Si. And you know what? Last week's backlog, or this week's backlog, depending on how you look at these things, it did really, really well.
It's flying along. Yeah,
it's like 30%, 35% more people have watched it since we've done it, or so. Maybe even 50%. It might be up there. But yeah, people seem to really, really like us doing the bigger sets, but kind of pre-building them beforehand. So
Yep.
maybe we'll come back to doing that again sometime soon. We'll have a chat about that at some point. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to pop off. I'll just be a few minutes, folks. We'll come back. We'll do the Kahoot. I'll put the code out there. And all you got to do, right, is go to Kahoot. I think it's kahoot.it. Right, let me bring this banner up. That will probably help. And I can bring that up in just a mo for you, lovely lot. I will. There we go. You can go to enter Kahoot, simply go to kahoot.it and enter the pin number. I'm going to go away. I'm going to generate up that pin. I'm going to get it ready. We'll come back and we'll just start playing. It's as simple as that, folks. And all you got to do is use that. What I would suggest to people, if it helps, is use your phone and watch it on the screen at the same time. But anyway, I'll leave that decision to you lovely people out there. The prize is, of course, the Blocks Magazine Minifigures. There you go. Very, very cool prize. Do appreciate that from the Blocks team. And what I will say is, of course, if you do win, right, you do have to give me your address, your home address, because I need to pass that on to the Blocks Magazine peeps. So if you are under the age of 16, then please do get your parents' permission. You can still play, you can still do it, but you will have to get your parents' permission if you are underage, if you happen to win. Anyway, who knows what will happen in the next few minutes. But anyway, I'm going to pop off. I'll be a couple of minutes. Si, I will leave you to the chat. So do me a favor, chat. Be nice to him. He's a lovely boy, really. And I'll see you in just a sec. See you soon. Bye.
Bye. This is weird. This is weird. But okay, so don't do, if you're going into that website, don't do what I did. I misspelled it and I went into Yahoo. So don't accept any of the cookies. It's kahoot.ie, which I never knew before. So a nice message here from Brickstage Pass. He says, and when they say pre-built, they mean they completely built it except for 4 parts and then placed them over 3 lovely hours. You're not far off now, to be honest. Now, I left 1 bag to build on the day. And you know what? I still nearly didn't get it finished, but I got it persevered, got it finished. Then I realized afterwards, and I went downstairs, that I forgot to put the little mirror part up in the tower. I forgot the hat, the sorting hat, and I forgot a few things, but no one noticed, so it's fine. It's fine. Hi everybody, Mighty Hawks, or Mighty Hawks saying hi, Si. Chris, I didn't get to say hi to everybody earlier because sometimes when I'm typing in YouTube, it crackles with the sound. It's a messed up situation. Windows hate me and Greg at the moment. I wonder if we got that thing sorted out. But okay, so this is a good Kahoot because the minifigures are awesome. And if you do win and you hate minifigures, contact me and I'll gladly take them off you. Yes, that's just between me and you. Don't tell anybody else out there. I'm going to read some more comments here. Kat says, Minifigure, I just hope Graham keeps all my Carlo screenshots. Now anyone else playing the game? I think nearly everybody I know is playing the game at some stage, but I got to Hot last night and it was so cool. I got to fly around in a snow speeder and shoot things, and it was just the best time ever. Mighty says, looking good with that Batman t-shirt. I know, thanks a million. Do you know, we've been doing these streams, myself and Greg, for such a long time, and some of these tops are like over a year old, and I haven't even noticed because it's like, well, we do today, we'll do Batman, we'll do DC, throw a DC top on. I haven't worn the Superman one for ages, so I have to wear that one. Greg saw me in my birthday suit one day. It's not everything except for my Slytherin outfit. What? Who? Pick bricks. I said it again. Brick of picks. You need to change your name. Just call yourself Carrie. Oh, I noticed Sai. Where's it? I noticed Sai. I noticed Sai. She noticed that the mirror was a few things, and Fab Blondie's wasn't there because she would have noticed a few things were off as well. So it's very, very interesting. Kat is playing on PS5, and the graphics are so good. Loading times much improved. Yet now I noticed when I turn on the game. Anyone else notice this? The PlayStation changes the settings on the TV, so it goes a little bit darker. So I have to go in and change it to make it a bit brighter, because some of the things are in the shadowed areas. So I have to go and do that. Kerry is going nuts that I called her Pick-a-Bricks again. Minifigure says, I'm rubbish at flying in these games. So am I, but I'm worse at the races or any driving games. When I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, Lorraine sits beside me and she wets herself laughing at how rubbish I am driving. And so she said, if you ever get a car and drive yourself, she has her own car, she drives us around. She said she's not going to get into a car with me. I drive her up the wall anyway. So that's my driving. Barry says, I want to get that tea. I used to have one in 1989. I got this in... I can't be able to do that. I think I got it in Primark. So they always have cool things. Myself and Greg get our pop culture things here because they're a little bit expensive elsewhere, and they always have these things here. Kerry says, it's okay. I'm used to it now. See, if you do something stupid often enough, people just accept that. And I get away with so much pretending to be stupid. Is Lorraine here? No. So don't tell her that because you get away with so much. Oh, I can't drive. It's so difficult. No, it's scary. Driving is scary. Oh, God, you need a nappy driving around this place. Poulin says, Sai thinks he's playing Minecraft. Yeah, not Minecraft. What's I say? Mario Kart. I don't know how people drive, especially roundabouts. It's like, I'll go, I'll stop, I'll go, I'll stop. And then people beep and you think they're letting you go. And then they're in the side of your car and you're like, you said I could go. Oh, you were giving me the fingers. Oh, that's okay. That's a different thing altogether. Okay, so Mighty's asked, gotta ask you, how's Fick doing with his latest stream, if you don't mind me asking? No idea. How's he doing? No idea. But he's a good streamer. I like him. He's a bit of fun. And he always has these cool prizes as well. Simon says it's Irish drivers. I know, yeah. Very, very dodgy people. Well, Greg's not here. I'm going to plug. I did a little vlog, shopping video, so go and check it out. After the stream, obviously. Let me know what you think about it. And if you were watching Hive's stream today, it was pretty good. It was all Ninjago. So go and check that out after the stream as well. He had Titanium J, who is a friend of both the channels here, Jinblade also, and T-Mog was on as well. So there was a lot of Ninjago chat. It obviously went over to Monkey Kid as well. And yeah, very entertaining. Mother Brick, I keep tapping on your names, but it's not my channel, so I can't highlight you. But Mother Brick says, I don't drive at all. It's fine if someone does it for you. Minifig, who says, you'd hate Swindon if you don't like roundabouts and Sire. I don't think I've ever been to Swindon. No, I haven't. London. I was telling people where I went last time, right? And Greg was like, but they're all the UK. Or so I don't know what we're talking about. I said Edinburgh. He says, well, that's not in Scotland, but that's where I've been in the UK. So Edinburgh. I've been to Aylesbury. I've been to Liverpool loads of times. Never Manchester. But Manchester's somewhere I do want to go. We were going to go over and visit Chris a long time ago, but I don't know if that'll ever happen now. Oldorf says, came back, Greg, Sai losing his mind, being left alone on the stream. This is the way I am in my kitchen when I'm building Lego. I just chat to anyone that's around. And even if no one's around, I'll chat to myself. Swindon is known for roundabouts. In my head, I'm just seeing like all these roundabout to roundabout to... It's like loads of figures of eights. I'm sure it's not really like that. Oh, look what we have. So if you're to get yourselves ready, go to kahoot.it. This is the pin that you have to put in on the website. It's 307 0365. Don't bother with the QR code. So get yourselves in there quickly. I'm going over there to do mine. I always have to be... Hang on. I always have to be fast because
you're slow.
No, because yeah, sometimes I'm slow. I'm not going to give the reason because someone might copy it. So someone could call out the number to me while I'm on the other side. It's 307.
So 307, as in Peugeot 307, and then 0365. We've got 11 people in there. They've changed it around since. Kitty Cat. I wonder who Kitty Cat is. Have a break. Have a Kitty Cat. Call it out again. It's saying it's wrong. It's oh, sorry. That's because you're pressing the wrong buttons.
Probably.
It's 307
Oh God, how did I get the second number wrong? 307
0365.
0365. Awesome.
They've changed the interface round. I kept pressing start on it, and it wasn't doing anything. It was like, oh, come on. So anyway, we've got 15 people out there at the moment that have joined.
Woo!
Oh, there he is. Cy O'Connor.
You see, sometimes people nick my name.
They do. Well, sometimes they nick my name as well, which is odd. So hopefully this works, folks. Again, as always, apologies if there's any spelling mistakes or anything like that.
What funny names do we have? Hey, Brookside is here. So we haven't seen Brookside in the chat for ages, but Brookside's here. If it's the same person,
Yeah.
we've got Barry, we've got Kat, we've got Zizi, we've got Ondorf, we've got Tim, we've got the Separator, Victoria, Burko, Judy. Well, I don't know if I can say that one. That's probably Craig.
Pick a brick.
Hawk. Yeah. Minifigure Who? Simon. Did you see that one?
I mean, Hemel Hempsey. So what's the name? So Connor, Mother Brick, Brookside, Fooling with Baz. That sounds naughty. Kitty Cat, is this you? Ordenoff, Tim, The Separator, Victoria. Beautiful Victoria. Burko Bricks, Judy MT, Flashlight, M Hawk 465. That apparently lives in Blackpool.
Oh, I read that one wrong.
And TMW and Mr. Hoopy 67. Mr. Hoopy 67. That's bizarre. We got Simon there as well. And that's it. I think we're nearly there, folks. I think we're nearly there. I'm going to give it one more minute.
Who's Flashlight, I wonder? I read that wrong. I thought it said something completely different.
Did you? Oh, sorry. That's so you. Let's see what peeps are saying out there as well. We'll give it another minute. We've got 18 of you. That's very, very cool as well. Cat Color says Castrol Kosh. I hope that's what that says. Is really lovely. Lots of stairs though. Yeah, careful you say that word. I've unplugged one camera, but I'm still getting a USB device has malfunctioned. Oh, the brick bods are there as well. That's good. 19. Come on, folks, another 30 seconds, and that's it. We'll have 19 of you in this.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, there's 13 questions today. Ian's there as well. Ian's there. The brick mods are well up for winning these tonight. Come on, folks. These can be yours.
I don't know why I get so excited. It's always disappointment when it ends.
That's because you normally do okay, Si. You normally get in the top 5.
I panic as well. I'm like, I got and I press something stupid.
Exactly. Oh, we've dropped down. We've dropped down to 18. There we go. Look,
come on, screw that.
I'll give it 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds, and that's it, folks. We'll be shutting the doors on it, and we'll go in.
I wonder if I could intimidate people to leave.
Well,
I'm all knowledgeable. You must leave.
This game is always fun. Brickapix is there. Right. Okay, folks. I think that's it. We're going to go for it now. This is it. This is the start of...
Oh, my God.
Issue 90 of Blocks Magazine. And don't forget, folks, there'll be double points in this as well from time to time. And I think here we go. Good luck to everyone. And all Sarah. Blocks Magazine, issue 90. Kahoot! Here we go. Heads down. Good luck. It's a quiz. How many years of Lego is Blocks Magazine celebrating this month?
6.
Is it 6? Is it 60? Is it 9 or 90? Our survey says. Ondorf inspired me for this one. Oh, someone put 6. I bet that was Barry.
Oh, that would be so funny.
That would be funny if that was Barry. Let's take a look then. Let's see where everyone is. We know who it is because they wouldn't have scored anything. Mr. Hoopy 67 is straight up there. That's the thing, folks. The quicker you answer these, the more points you get. So even though everybody except one person got that right, Mr. Hoopy, Kitty Cat, Simon, Flashlight, the Separator were the fastest 5 at getting that right. Okay, well done. You know how it goes now, folks. They're not all going to be easy questions like that. I will say that for sure. But anyway, I will get rid of that. And don't forget, while you're there, give the stream a thumbs up. But of course, you're not going to be bothered with that because you're going to be too worried about putting your thumbs on the right answer. Question 2 coming up. Here we go. Starting in 1979, how many decades did Fabuland run for? 4, 3, 2, or 1? How many decades did the Fabuland theme run for? Ooh. 19 answers there so far. Our survey says. How many did you think it was, Si?
10. Well, one decade.
Yeah, there you go. See,
It was a tinker. That one. It was a tinker.
It was a tinker. It's a little tinker.
Oh, it helped me a bit as well.
Tim Baby says Kahoot won't let me in. Sorry, Tim. We've closed the doors on it now. Sorry, dude. I love that Fabuland boat. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's fun.
Kerry.
I'm phoning with bricks. He's gone damn. Oh, Barry. Anyway, well done, guys, for most of you getting that right.
Kerry says, I blame Si. I panicked. Oh, quick, over to there.
Oh, went straight into the next one. Who was the minifigure of the month? Who was the minifigure? Was it Captain America, Ian McComb, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Boba Fett? Who was the minifigure of the month?
I'm glad I paid attention this week.
Yeah, most of you got that right. 15. Two went for Boba Fett. I knew people would go for Boba Fett. I thought we'd throw Kenobi in there because we've got the show coming up soon. Hopefully, if I press next this time, it will just tell us the league, how that's doing at the moment. Ooh, Flashlight is up there with 2,908. TMW, whoever that is, the minifigure. Judy MT as well. Oh, that's this Mrs. Mitty. That is. I think that's Mrs. Mitty. I think that's Mitty. Cy O'Connor. Oh my God, Cy O'Connor is 5th.
Thank you for this honor.
Holy Maloney. Okay, well done, folks. We're doing really well. We're 3 down, and we got 2. We got up 5 places. Is Zissou is the highest climber. Well done, Zissou. Keep up the good work, my friend, and you'll soon be hitting that top 5 league. Anyway, heads down. Here we go. All's worth double points, folks. What score did Blocks give? 10,298. The Vespa 125. Was it 12, 25, 81, or 125? What did they score in this month? 81. 2 people put 125. Come on. You're better than that. Well done, everybody, for most of you getting that right. Anyway, so someone put 12, 25. I just was messing around with the 125 number on that one. Well done, anyway. Come on, folks. We can do this. The minifigure who moves into second place, Burko Bricks. They both got it right. But TMW was slightly quicker. Simon saying, chasing down Cy O'Connor. Cy, you're sticking in there, man. He's up for this. He's taking swigs of water in between questions. You know he's up for this.
Yeah.
Mother Brick says mine's not working. Oh, sorry, Mother Bricks. That's not me. That's a Kahoot thing. Kahoot can fall over a couple of times. Touch wood. It's always been all right for me, but it was a bit iffy today getting this started. But today it's all right. So far, anyway. Here we go, folks. Next question coming up. Heads down. Good luck. I've got Matt in the house as well. Good to see you, Matt. Here we go. Next question. Question 5. Oh, again, another double points. What relation to Ollie Kirk Christensen, the founder of Lego, was Dagny Home? Niece, aunt, sister, or great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother? Yay. Most of you got that one right. Aunt as well. That was a close one, folks. I thought a lot of you might go for the aunt. And that, you know what? That's not a bad shout. But it was, in this case, she was the niece, which was nice. Anyway, let's see if that's changed things around. No, flashlights. Oh, Si moves up a place. He's like literally chasing it down. Si, 200 points more. You'll be up there, mate. Simon's chasing Sio as well. Si versus Simon. Judy MT's right up there. She's sticking in 3rd. TMW is holding in there by a single point, though. Is Flashlight. Ooh. Anyway, well done, Flashlight. Sticking in there. Like I said, we've got Matt in the house. He's saying most only 50-50. Minifig who? He says, go Cy O'Connor. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Next question coming up. Quiz question. What was old Christensen's motto for Lego? If anyone can, Lego can. Only the best is good enough. Every little Lego helps. Or only the best will do. 18 answers going in there. Ooh, people are holding back. They're making sure they get it right. It was indeed only the best is good enough. That was 12. Sigh. Oh, I can hear poor old Sai's voice in my ear. What did you go for in that one, Sai?
You'll have to see.
Okay. The league never lies, folks. Here we go.
It was a gasp of joy.
Oh, well done. Sai, straight into second. Victoria. Victoria has a streak with 6 correct answers in a row. She is
well done.
She is smashing it. Kitty Cat's in there as well. At number 5, Simon's hanging in there at number 3, still chasing the tail though of Cy O'Connor. But TMW is in the lead with roughly 150 points. Well done, everybody. Eyes down. Here we go. Another quiz. What was the set of the month? The Mandalorian N1 Starfighter, the 1970 Ferrari 512M, the Vespa 125, or the T-Rex Breakout? What was the set of the month? Oh, most of you got it right. And a lot of you got it wrong, actually. I'm a bit surprised by that. A lot of you went for the Vespa 125. To a lot of people, it probably would have been set of the month. But the Blocks magazine decided that the Mandalorian N1 Starfighter was the set of the month. Let's see if this has changed things at all, folks. Let's take a look, shall we? And Simon is on a winning streak. The highest answer streak of 7. Simon is, wow, he's putting a lot. He is. He's putting a lot of pressure there on people. He really is. We've got Cat out there as well. Just go, Cy O'Connor. You can do this. Pressure's on you, Cy.
I know.
You're doing really, really well. Okay, folks, heads down. Next question coming up. True or false? True or false? Lego donated 110 million DKK to support the Ukrainian families affected by the invasion. True or false? Oh, probably 99.9% of you got that one right. They did indeed, folks. That equates to 11 million pounds. Well done, Lego. It's good stuff. I thought I'd throw that one in there because it's very of the now as opposed to necessarily being historical. Let's see if that's changed things around at all. No, it hasn't. Top 5 stays as the top 5. But Cy O'Connor has a streak with 8 correct answers in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Cy's bagging up for this one. The Minifig who's going. Good stuff. Fooling saying, I am totally gone. Barry, it's a thing with Barry, isn't it? He gets like 3/4 of the way through it and it just goes to pot. He just loses all sense of what's happening. Good stuff though, mate. You're doing well. Everyone's doing well. The top 5. My God, that's amazing. Kitty Cat's in there at number 5 as well. Anyway, next question coming up. It's a quiz. As well as bringing us classic space. What in particular did Jens Nygard Knudsen pioneer and design? The mini doll, the 2x4 brick, the minifigure, or printed tiles? What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? He also brought us space. Very clever man indeed. The minifigure. Most of you got that right. 2 of you went for the mini doll. I didn't even feature on this. 2 of you went for the 2x4 brick. I thought I'd throw that one in there because that's the classic brick shape. Let's see if that's changed to top 5 at all, folks. Let's have a look. I'll be surprised. Oh, Simon has just taken Cy O'Connor. He was that bit quicker.
I hesitated, and that's what cost it.
Oh, Cy O'Connor. You're only 20 behind, 20 points. But TMW is definitely out there with a bit of a lead at the moment, 200. But you know what? By the looks of it, he's only got to get one wrong, and someone new will kind of flow into the top 5. Good luck, folks. You're playing. All of you out there are playing like absolute kings and queens out there at the moment. Honestly,
I'm a queen.
Keep it up. Indeed, they have all the fun sides. True. Anyway, next question coming up. Good luck, everybody. It's a quiz question. Ireland is getting its first Lego store, but in what city?
Belfast.
Belfast, Galway, or Dublin? Check out. What did you think of the post box that I chose for that?
Well done. Yeah, you remembered.
I did. See, I do listen to you.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's awesome, isn't it? Oh, most of you got that. No one went for Belfast.
Oh, no. Someone did. I put someone off.
Someone went to Cork. You're a little Corker, Si O'Connor. As Lorraine, she's a little Corker. Anyway, terrible accent. Let's go. Anyway, has it changed anything around? No, it hasn't. Si O'Connor. Actually, Si, you're Simon is actually pulling away by about a few points. Milliseconds, folks, is what is the difference here between everybody. Kitty Cat's in there, Victoria's in there. 3 in a row. Burko Bricks is back in the game.
Oh, yeah. Go Burko.
You're doing really well. Cat Colors is saying, Si cannot get this one wrong.
Oh, could you imagine the embarrassment? I'd be kicked out of the Republic.
You would be, mate. You would be. Anyway, let's get up to the next one. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Quiz. What is the model of this Lamborghini? Is it the Urus? It sounds a bit rude. Is it the Countach? Is it the Hurricane? Or is it the Aventador? What is it? We've said it a few times recently, folks. We really have. It's 19. Of course it is. It is, of course, the awesome Countach, which has been quite a thing. But anyway, let's see if it's changed anything. The speed of Si. Let's see if Si's speed has changed anything at all. Nothing has changed. The top 5. This is very, very tight. We've got a couple of questions left to go. This is still anyone in the top 5 could win this. This is the pressure that's on. The minifig who, in case you wondered who TMW was, we got Simon, we got Si O'Connor, we got Victoria, and we got Kitty Cat in there as well. Meow. And it's not, it's like sort of, we're talking like very small millisecond margins. We really are. Big Stage Passes say these questions are way too easy. Where are you then? Yeah, where are you in the top 5 there, Mr. Brickstage Pass? Brookside Brick says, I tuned in late and listened to the stream at 1.75 speed, so I've missed a lot. You definitely have, mate. You would have missed all the, how can I put it, the nuances that you'd be looking for. Ian Brickwell says, Bainbridge says, there's a wooden spoon prize for 0 points. Here we go. Next question coming up. There's only a couple left, folks. This is still up for grabs. Si, here we go. True or false? True or false? This mold is used for creating tire elements. True or false? This mold is used for creating tire elements. What do we think about that?
Oh, I thought you said elephants.
Actually, that would have been funny. There we go. 2 of you got it wrong. 17 got it right. Awesome stuff. Well done, you lot. Oh, Psycho moves into 2nd place. There's a streak with 12 correct answers in a row. Very good, Si. But is TMW catchable? Look at those streaks. No one in the top got it wrong. What can I say? For a big stage pass, he's thinking, oh, I helped write this magazine. I can't get any wrong, or I'm off the street. Cap was probably swatting up on this last night. And I know for a fact that Brickstage has a copy of this magazine as well.
I don't have a copy. Nothing against Blocks Magazine. I'll just say I have only learned today from Greg. That's all. No swatting on my part.
Yeah, and when he says learn from me, he's learned from what we've done in the stream, folks.
I stayed awake, basically, yeah.
He stayed awake. Exactly. He's been doing finger exercises all the way through this so that to keep up his good streak that he's got here with 12 correct answers. Si, this is it, folks. This is it. Who is going to win the set of Blocks Magazine's collection of minifigures? All will be revealed. I'd like to say after the break, but we're not ITV. We are, of course, a live stream. Here we go, folks. Last question coming up. Good luck, everybody. May the force be with you always. What year did minifigures launch? 1908, 1948, 1978, or 1998? Oh, blimey, everybody got that right. Everybody got that right. The question is, how quick was everybody to that one? Anyway, we'll soon find out. Our survey says, oh, I press next. It hasn't done anything. What does that mean, Si?
It means I won.
Blocks Magazine, issue 90, Kahoot. In third place, Simon. Well done, Simon. In second place, Si O'Connor, which means in first place, the Minifig. Well done, TMW. Well done, my friend. Well done, Gaz.
Awesome.
Congratulations. I was thinking, of all the times,
I know.
not a lot in it, though. Not a lot in it. Si got 13 out of 13. Simon got 13 out of 13. I have to make these a bit harder, I think, next time. They all got 13 out of 13. It all came down to the fact that TMW was just that bit quicker. He's quite a young chap, really, I suppose. Maybe that's something to do with it. I don't know. You tell me. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did as well. Gaz, get in touch with me. Give me your address so I can send these out to you, my friend. Thank you for our friends at Blocks Magazine as well for giving me a free issue of Blocks Magazine to review this month. And, of course, the prize as well, which was and is a blooming excellent prize. It really is, folks. Anyway, so let's get rid of that.
My nerves are gone. That was nail biting. That was like seat of the pants.
I know, it's good fun, isn't it? I love it. And hopefully you guys out there love that as well, that Kahoot, because I do enjoy doing them. It does not take up a lot of time, I will say this. But you know what? It's a little bit of fun and excitement on a Sunday afternoon, which is weird, really, because it's a bit like a Saturday today, really, isn't it? Because most of us have still got tomorrow off as well. They really have.
Yeah.
So
I just want to say thank you to all my fans supporting me out there. Thank you very much. It is like a Saturday, except Lorraine's here today on the weekend, and she cooked a great dinner. I want to say thanks to Lorraine for the stamina she gave me during the Kahoot of the roast chicken, etc. etc.
Is that what did it so? Was it the roast chicken that gave you that stamina?
Definitely. They say protein is good for your brain.
That's it. Protein is very good for your brain. It really is, and certainly useful if you go to the gym. He goes, I hated it.
Oh, Tim.
Tim, it's because you couldn't get in. Sorry about that, Tim. We got Brooks Bricks saying congrats, Minifigure as well, and Cat Colors is saying thanks for a great time. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good fun. Yep. It's an awesome magazine this month. It really is, folks, with an absolute brilliant cover. And of course, we got the winner. What they said. Now, if you like to have this as a prize another time, folks, then do get in touch. Let me know. You can always drop me a message on Instagram, or of course, you can just leave a comment here. And all my members that are out there, and there are quite a few of our members that are out there today, Si, they can always let me know what they thought about it on Discord as well. And I tell you what, Si, they will let me know what they think about it on Discord as well, by which they absolutely should do as well. So with that in mind, Si, do you want to tell us what you've got coming up in the next week or so?
Next week or so, we have, well, I've just put a video out so you can watch it after the stream, as I said. On Wednesday, we're streaming on my channel. It is the backlog. We will be about 7:30, but we were not sure. Oh, well, I'm not sure. I think Greg told everybody already he's going to be building a Speed Champion set.
Yes.
The Lamborghini.
I'm going to do Lamborghini, or I'm going to do a city set. I don't know yet. I'll be one or t'other. I might do the Lambo. I might do the Lambo.
I don't know what I'll be doing yet either. But check it out. We'll be doing something cool anyway. Come around, stick around for the fun, and then just keep an eye out for some other videos I'll be popping out during the week. Bye, Mighty. See you soon. Yeah, so that's it for me.
Brilliant stuff, mate. Well, I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm going to be, well, it's going to be quite a bit more of a relaxing week for me now because as of, well, tomorrow, I've got tomorrow off, but I'm seeing loads of family tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be doing a bit more tidying up as well. I haven't actually shot any videos this week. I've still got some footage because I got the speed build of the DeLorean that I could put out, but I think that can come out any old time, really. But do you know what? This weekend, folks, I spent a lot of hours actually tidying up stuff, cataloging things, and putting stuff away. And I'm going to continue doing that today and tomorrow as well. So
when you say cataloging, what were you doing? Were you entering your sets onto Brickset?
no, I don't put them into Brickset. I wish I had started doing that, and I still could do that. But what I actually do, Si, is I just catalog it all in two places. One in
I bet it's a spreadsheet.
In an Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, it has to go into an Excel spreadsheet.
That's how Greg.
I wouldn't go putting it into PowerPoint, Si, would I? And and secondly, I've then got another document, a Word document, that basically tells me where I've put the things. Because I've got various different places I put things, and in those places there are boxes, and in those multiples of boxes, I can go straight to it and just take it out. It's a pain in the bum to do because it takes a little bit of time, but you know what, folks? It really helps me organize my Lego sets.
What I did was when I put the Lego sets into the box, I wrote on a piece of paper what they were, and I sellotaped it to the box and put the box away.
Yeah, so do you know what? That's how I first started doing it, and then I probably about 50 boxes later, I was like, I need something a bit quicker to do this. I honestly think so. I think I could open up a Lego store.
Probably
with the amount of sets that I've got, albeit maybe a very small one.
A pop-up shop.
A pop-up, yeah, I could do a pop-up shop. Do you know what? That would be a thing to do. Could collectors do that? A whole bunch of collectors come together and they just do a pop-up store.
Yeah, you could do it at like one of the brick fairs or whatever.
Yeah. But actually just do like a proper pop-up store. Just put all your stuff in a store for the evening, open it up the next day.
Yeah.
Like a pop-up Lego store. Has anyone ever done that? That's an idea. I like that. I like that idea a lot. But anyway, so coming up from me next week, well, Wednesday, I'm going to be doing the backlog with Si. Thursday, we're off, mini break. And then, Si's mini break anyway. Don't forget, folks, Si's streams are always the first and last Thursday of every month. And then Friday, London Calling 116. I don't know. I know who's on it. I'm trying to think if it's anyone new who's coming on it. Potentially somebody new is going to be coming on it, actually. I've got a few people lined up for coming on. But as always, folks, the absolute regulars, the backbone of London Calling is always going to be my good friend Si O'Connor, Craig and Nicole, and anyone else that I can get on. Matt's going to be on this week for a fact. He will be because he does every other week with me, which is always lovely. Brick Hive will be there as well. And it won't be too long. It's only a couple of weeks when we've got May the 4th over that kind of weekend of May the 4th, which I think is about May the 7th this week, folks, or this month or next month, or this year even. I'll get there in the end. It's going to be the third year that I've been running a YouTube channel, and I started my YouTube channel strangely within a few days of my good friend Brandon from Brick Hive when he started his one. And we're going to be doing on May the 7th. We're going to be building 2 very special Star Wars sets. I'm not sure we're going to be getting the new UCS set because I got to be honest, I might buy it. I won't necessarily build it on that stream because I don't know how long we're going to be streaming for. Probably 5 or 6 hours or something like that. But what it will be is 2 very, very cool sets. One of them being, even though it's Star Wars, it will be a castle of sorts. So I'm looking forward to actually building that. So that's kind of stuff that's coming up from me. There'll be the odd video, there'll be the odd short, but I'm using this weekend, folks, to actually tidy up. And I do find that a tidy Lego room is a tidy mind as well. It's just kind of nice and therapeutic and just sort of chilling out and enjoying it and watching everybody else do their thing as well. So on that note, I want to say thank you as always to Si O'Connor for joining me on this one, mate. I do appreciate it. The next one will have Jake on it, co-hosting with me, mate, which I'm looking forward to. And I kind of share that every other month with those good guys as well. So I want to say thank you to all you lovely peeps for being out there. Matt, lovely to see you, my friend. Now, Mother Brick out there, Minifig Who, Congratulations on winning this one, mate. We've got the brick bods as well out there. Brick bods, if you are actually in the stream, or if anyone's able to, can they put a link in, please, for the brick bod stream, which kicks off in 15 minutes on their channel? Any moderators out there, if they can do that for me, I'd be most grateful. Tim Bainbridge, sorry you didn't get in, mate, but I do appreciate you watching at the same time as well. We've got Arjun Dutch A4 as well. Game is always fun. Hopefully, mate, you managed to get in. Mighty Hawkeye as well, or Mighty Hawk 456. Great to have you out there, my friend. Chris Turf Lane and Decorating Chalice. Dude, hopefully your back's all right after doing all that, because I tell you what, that's back-breaking stuff. It really is laying turf. And if I've got one tip for you, my friend, water it, and water it till the cows come home. Honestly, mate, you're going to need that. Simon, well done as well for being out there. Cat Colors. It's awesome having you out there in the chat since you've discovered my channel. I do appreciate it, Cat. Honestly, it's awesome having you out there. Yeah, it really is. It kind of brings a new dimension to the chat as well. And my chat is an awesome chat. It really is. Zisu's out there as well. Great to see you, dude. Who else we got out there as well? Mitty Bricks. Mrs. Mitty Bricks. She did really well, didn't she? Give her my love as well, Mitty. Hope she's doing all well and good. And Fooling with Bricks as well. Lovely to have you back as well, my friend. And Aldendorf, out of all the questions that I did today, did you get the 06 one right as well? That, of course, was 90 years of Lego. And on that note, folks, thanks for tuning in as always. Have a fabulous rest of your Easter holidays if you are indeed on an Easter break. Otherwise, if you're going back to work tomorrow, have a super time at work. And I look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday on Size Channel on the backlog. Take care, everyone. Have a top weekend. And I'll see you very, very soon. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Love you, Si.
Love you, Greg. Bye.
Love you more.
I love you.